I'm reborn as a baby. Every sip of milk makes me stronger. At 3 months old, I've already kicked my legs 10,000 times. At 4 months, I learned to crawl. At 5 months, I can already walk. Because I have a cheat system called use it or lose it. As long as I keep training a body part, that part can grow infinitely stronger. By 6 months, I can watch TV with my parents. The world I live in has 2 different types of extraordinary powers, cyborgs and gene fusers. Cyborgs achieve mechanical ascension. They enhance their bodies through mechanical modifications. Gene fusers fuse with alien beast genes. They gain some of the beast's abilities. Humanity's enemies are obvious, the various alien beasts that appeared after Earth's mutation. Soon after, new neighbors move in next door. They have a daughter named Shen Qinghan. This girl becomes my first friend in this world, but right now, I don't yet know that our fates will be tightly bound together in the future. At 7 months, I learned to run. I also learned to jump, and I can start speaking. At 8 months, I start doing sit-ups to train my abs, though I only dare to practice when my parents aren't around. But you can't walk by the river without getting your shoes wet. Mom still catches me by accident. Mom rubs her eyes. What's going on? Why am I seeing my son doing sit-ups? But when she looks at me again, I'm already lying down. Mom figures she's been too immersed in her novel writing lately and is having hallucinations from mental exhaustion. A few days later, while bathing me, Mom panics and calls for Dad. Honey, Zikin is only 8 months old. How does he have abs? Dad's brain starts working. Zikin already has an amazing appetite, and now he has abs. I get it, honey. Is it possible our son is a 1 in 10,000 prodigy? Looks like Zikin has a bright future ahead. He'll likely become a gene fuser, or at worst, a cyborg. I immediately breathe a sigh of relief. My cheat system almost got exposed, but luckily Dad made up his own explanation that I'm a genius. Having novelist parents is actually quite lucky. But speaking of geniuses, I'm not the only one on this mutated Earth. The TV reports that a naturally gifted prodigy has appeared in Kyoto's 1,000-year martial arts family. At 2 years old, he can lift a 20-kilogram dumbbell with one hand. Mom watches and pats my head. My Zikin is amazing too. You definitely won't lose to those so-called genius families in the future. I think to myself, Mom really knows how to judge people, but I wonder if I'll be able to easily lift 20 kilograms when I'm 2 years old. Finally, I lay low until I'm 2 years old. Thanks to my use it or lose it ability, I can now easily handle 20 kilograms with one hand. Just then, Mom calls out, Zikin, where are you? Qinghan is here to play with you. Come out quickly. I pat my shoulders and walk out. Then I see a little girl. She's holding an egg tart, wanting to give it to me. I tell her to eat it herself. Although there's quite a mental gap between us, I still let her cling to me because she makes a perfect weight attachment for training. But this weight attachment has one small problem. She occasionally leaks. At times like this, I can only call for backup. Mom, I think Qinghan wet herself again. At 3 years old, I can already lift 40 kilograms with one hand. Meanwhile, that Kyoto prodigy, who's a year and a half older than me, can only lift 30 kilograms. But looking at my status panel, I fall into deep thought. My biological grade is still at Common Tier 1. I wonder what Common Tier 2 is like. Does it surpass human limits? With these questions, I step outside my home for the first time and see gene fusers and cyborgs with my own eyes. The first place I visit is the library. Since my parents don't let me use electronic devices too much, the library is the best place to find answers to my questions. Through reading, I gain new understanding of this mutated Earth's world structure. Ancient stone tablets and mysterious ruins recorded that all creatures in this world are divided into 6 biological grades: ordinary, advanced, rare, epic, legendary, myth. Each grade is further divided into 9 tiers. Ordinary humans are at common grade tier 1. Before higher grade creatures, they're worth less than ants. It looks like I need to speed up my plan of laying low while getting stronger. Only then will I have a chance to survive in this dangerous world. You are reading books. Spirit +1, comprehension +1, knowledge +1. Achievement: read a cumulative 100 million words to unlock the biological attribute Heavenly Wisdom Root. Current progress 10,086 out of 100 million words. The system really understands me. Right after I start reading, it assigns me a new task. Next, I begin training both mind and body. I read books while doing sit-ups. By 4 years old, I've read 43,960,000 words. After that, my kindergarten life begins this year. Shortly after starting kindergarten, I successfully level up to Common Tier 2. At this point, I can lift 80 kilograms with one hand, jump 1.2 meters from standing position, and sprint 100 meters in under 11 seconds. Qinghan often gets mocked by other classmates as the bedwetting queen because she wets her pants. Seeing this, how can I not step in? I jump onto the platform and roar. Everyone shut up. From now on, whoever dares call her bedwetting queen will wet their bed every single day. All the other kids burst into tears. Only Qinghan looks at me with admiration. Ding, your dominating presence has made all classmates fearful. Title unlocked, Kindergarten King. Achievement: dominate the 9-year compulsory education. Titles: Kindergarten King unlocked, Elementary School Boss locked, Middle School Bully locked. I didn't expect this roar to trigger a new task. The previous task isn't even finished yet, and a new one arrives. It seems I can work on multiple tasks simultaneously. That's good news. Half a year later, I successfully complete the reading task and obtain the biological attribute Heavenly Wisdom Root. From this moment on, I have photographic memory and my learning ability reaches the peak of human potential. Time flies. In the blink of an eye, we're almost 7 years old and successfully reach our kindergarten graduation ceremony. During the break before elementary school, I continue training and constantly improving myself. I reach the point where I can lift 200 kilograms with one hand. My high jump also breaks through 2 meters, and my 100-meter sprint reaches 8 seconds. With a boost from Heavenly Wisdom Root, I basically finish all elementary school courses in my spare time. Soon after, I finally begin my elementary school life, since I've already started self-studying middle school and high school courses. Elementary school competitions are naturally easy for me, but awards are just clouds. I just want to quickly unlock the elementary school boss title. At school, whenever I have free time, I give Qinghan extra tutoring. Although Qinghan isn't particularly gifted, she wins through being obedient and diligent. After 1 semester, her grades already rank 2nd in the class, and naturally, first place is me. To unlock the title as quickly as possible. Besides studying, I also actively participate in various school sports events, and I break all the school records. Just when I think I'll repeat these daily routines and pass through elementary school peacefully, a special transfer student appears in class. The reason she's special is because I sense a trace of non-human aura from her. She's assigned to the seat behind me. As we pass by, Qinghan whispers to me, "Zikin, her hair is so beautiful. It looks just like snowflakes in winter." Right now, I have no mind to respond to Qinghan. What I care more about is why Bai Xue has a non-human aura. Could she be a gene fuser, or perhaps a descendant of a gene fuser? Over the next few days, Bai Xue lies motionless on her desk after every class. At first, everyone is curious about her, but then they stop paying attention to her. Until over a month later, Bai Xue's body starts secreting some white liquid. Nobody knows exactly what the liquid is, but it smells bad, so she faces rejection from all the classmates. One boy even goes too far and pours water on her head, saying she's too smelly and he's helping her wash. I expect this normally cold and silent girl to get angry. Instead, she bursts into tears. The classmates bullying her laugh hysterically. Qinghan can't bear to watch and hopes I'll help her. Although I still haven't figured out this girl's identity, I still step in. I place my hand on that boy's shoulder. "Guanchun, wipe the water off Bai Xue's desk." Guanchun jumps in fright. "No problem. I'll wipe it clean right away." Then he quickly wipes the desk because he knows I'm the famous little tyrant at school. Even 6th graders don't dare provoke me. Next, I address the others. Everyone who has bullied Bai Xue during this time, come apologize to her immediately. Those few classmates who bullied Bai Xue shudder in fear. Then they stand in a row and collectively apologize to Bai Xue. "We were wrong. Bai Xue, we're sorry. Please forgive us." Bai Xue stops crying and expresses sincere gratitude to Qinghan and me. From this day on, Qinghan actively approaches this white-haired girl. She pulls me along, wanting to become friends with her, and shares any snacks with her first. Bai Xue finally asks the doubt in her heart. "I smell so bad. Don't you find me disgusting?" She explains on her own. "I'm sorry. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just that I've been rejected and despised by people around me since childhood. So having someone by my side for the first time feels too unreal, as if I'm dreaming." "No, it's not a dream," Qinghan replies firmly. "I once had similar experiences to yours, so I absolutely won't find you disgusting. And as long as you're willing, we'll be friends forever." The bedwetting queen has similar experiences, so she understands Bai Xue very well. Bai Xue suddenly hugs Qinghan. Her tears flow unstoppably like a spring. Thank you both." Then she removes the necklace from her neck. "Qinghan, Zichen, you've been giving me snacks and being my friends, so I want to give you something too. This pair of beast fangs was a birthday gift from my mom last year. Now I'm giving them to you. I hope you won't mind. Also, I hope we'll be friends forever." Qinghan receives the beast fangs with both hands. Then she says happily, "We'll be friends forever and ever." Just when Qinghan thinks this friendship will last forever, something unexpected happens. A cyborg handles her transfer procedures for her, and I overhear the principal saying her records are completely classified. From this, it's clear that Bai Xue's identity is indeed not simple. From this day on, we never see Bai Xue again. Perhaps she was just a passing figure in our childhood. Compared to Bai Xue's departure, what happens next concerns me more. That Kyoto prodigy successfully fuses with alien beast genes at 10 years old. Now he can lift a 1,000-pound boulder with one hand. This surprises me. Starting gene fusion so young, this Kyoto prodigy could only lift 100 kilograms with one hand before. After gene fusion, he directly lifts 500 kilograms. That's 5 times stronger. However, I'm only 8 years old, and without gene fusion, I can already lift 300 kilograms with one hand. Looking at it this way, my potential is greater. Originally, after calculating this way, I feel quite confident about the future, until I see the next news report and learn what it feels like to be dominated by fear. A neighboring country experiences a severe alien beast attack. According to footage captured by witnesses, this attack involves giant mutant rats. A female office worker is swallowed by the beast right on camera. Investigation reveals that cultists are behind this mutant rat attack, fueling it. The Sakura Nation spokesperson makes an aid request to other countries on camera, hoping to jointly eliminate the cultists. These so-called cults are anti-human organizations created by certain people. They became lackeys of alien beasts for profit and carry out attacks in human society. Fortunately, I'm born in a strong nation with a relatively stable environment, allowing me to continue laying low while growing up. But just then, I hear sonic booms outside the window. I rush to the window to look and see many official cyborgs flying. The next morning, I wait for Qinghan to go to school together. Just then, I notice the beast fang Bai Xue gave her is actually glowing. Only now do I realize this fang is from an alien beast. No wonder Bai Xue has a trace of non-human aura. The source of that aura must be this tooth. After that, we go to school. But last night's cyborg deployment, combined with the beast fang's strange reaction, makes me feel something bad will happen. Just as we pass a red-haired woman, she suddenly stops us. "Hello, little friends. Would you like to have some fun with me?" She asks if we're siblings. The unsuspecting Qinghan directly tells the truth. Then the woman asks with ill intent, "You're so young and going to school by yourselves. Where are your parents?" I pulled Qinghan away, saying we're going to be late and shouldn't waste time. When we reach school, I warn Qinghan not to casually answer questions from strangers who approach us in the future. Qinghan says she understands. After school, I take Qinghan home via a different route. But just as we pass an alley, we still encounter the woman from this morning. I already took a detour, but she still followed us. The woman smiles. "Little friends, I have snacks at home. Want to come play at my place?" Now there's also a man behind her. Then without a word, the man rushes forward trying to abduct us. I've already taken an attack stance. I throw a punch. It lands directly on the man's chest. The man flies out like a cannonball. The woman is shocked. How is this possible? How can an elementary school students send an adult flying. Before she can figure it out, I'm already in front of her. Then I punch her in the face. Next, I pick up a brick and walk toward them. There are no cameras around here. To eliminate future trouble, I have to finish them off. Although I don't want to do this, if they tell anyone about today, my abilities will be exposed, and my plan of laying low while getting stronger will. But just then, the ground starts trembling, and there's a beast's roar. Then we see an alien beast appear before us. It's a giant mutant rat. Next, the giant mutant rat opens its huge mouth. It bites off half the woman's body in one go. Then it grabs the man and devours him like a snack. Without a word, I rush toward Qinghan. I scoop her up, then run for our lives. Fortunately, soon after we start running, a cyborg flies in from the sky. She flies straight toward the giant mutant rat. She stops above the rat's head. Then she raises her right hand and starts charging her weapon. After charging is complete, she aims the cannon at the giant mutant rat. Tranquilizer rounds fire. The giant mutant rat suffers intense bombardment. Moments later, the rat feels dizzy. At this moment, the female cyborg slashes across the giant mutant rat's neck, completely ending the rat's life. After getting home, I analyze today's battle. This female cyborg's grade probably isn't very high. She first weakens the rat with tranquilizer rounds, then engages in close combat for 7 minutes before ending the fight. But giant mutant rats are indeed difficult to handle. Adults grow over 3 meters long with a biological grade of common tier 5. Fortunately, the cyborg arrived yesterday, allowing us to escape disaster. However, personal strength is still most important. After that, I begin even more rigorous training. Weighted squats, vitality +2, leg strength +2, squat proficiency +1. Soon after, Qinghan and I both turn 9 years old. After making wishes, we exchange birthday gifts. I give Qinghan a wooden hairpin that I self-taught and carved in one night with the help of Heavenly Wisdom Root. Time flies. In the blink of an eye, we graduate from elementary school. At this point, I've unlocked the elementary school boss title. I'm just one step away from unlocking the middle school bully title, which will give me the biological attribute survival of the fittest. During the break before middle school, to prepare for unlocking the title faster and to improve my strength more quickly, I persist with high-intensity training every day. You completed 1,000 weighted push-ups, vitality +2,000, arm muscle strength +2,000, chest muscle strength +2,000, push-up proficiency +1,000. Finally, close to the start of school, my biological grade successfully breaks through to common tier 3. All my physical attributes receive significant boosts. I've also been keeping an eye on that Kyoto prodigy. Now at 14, he can lift 2,000 kilograms of alloy with one hand. The giant strength Anjin can boost one's strength by at least 4 to 8 times. Even calculating at 4 times, his real strength is only 400 kilograms with one hand. Comparing this way, I'm still stronger than him. Thinking of this, I start to look forward to it. If I undergo gene fusion in the future, how much will I improve? Soon after, my middle school life officially begins. Because I was the top student in the city during elementary school, principals from top schools all recruit me. In the end, I accept Shanghai Middle School's invitation, with the condition that Qinghan can attend the same school and be in the same class. During new student registration, both the principal and homeroom teacher come to greet me, telling me to win more honors for the school in the future. After brief pleasantries, I find an excuse to leave first. The reason for slipping away is because Shanghai Middle School has excellent sports facilities. So before school starts, Qinghan and I agree to play badminton. But unexpectedly, shortly after we start playing, unwelcome guests appear. A senior student speaks up. "You're new here, right? This court is reserved for upperclassmen." 2 other senior students start harassing Qinghan in a disgusting manner. My expression darkens. "Hey, you guys, stay away from her. Also, I shouldn't need to explain the first come, first served rule, right?" The senior student acts imperious. "Who says there's such a rule? Even if the King of Heaven got here first, I'm taking this court today." I say nothing more and toss up the badminton shuttlecock in my hand. I smash it toward him. The shuttlecock moves so fast it creates a sonic boom. It directly pierces through the senior student's racket and hat. All 3 instantly freeze in terror. Too fast. Is this even human? Could he be a gene fuser? Impossible at such a young age. If that had been off target, wouldn't the boss's head have exploded? Immediately they line up and bow. "Boss, I was wrong." Then they flee in a flash. Perhaps word of this incident spreads through the school. No one bullies me after that. During class, since I've already finished all middle school curriculum, I basically read extracurricular books that interest me. After evening physical training, I also learn various new skills online. With Heavenly Wisdom Roots enhancement, I gradually explore photography, culinary arts, technology, swimming, wilderness survival, and various sports skills. To unlock the middle school bully title as quickly as possible, I not only rank first in the entire school across all subjects, I also help the school participate in various national middle school competitions, winning gold, silver, and bronze medals in mathematics, physics, chemistry, and computer programming. The reason I don't win first place in everything is to avoid drawing too much attention. In the blink of an eye, a semester passes. Unexpectedly, the title still hasn't unlocked, but my outstanding performance has attracted a bunch of admirers. However, I don't focus on that. Besides tutoring Qinghan, I focus all my attention on the upcoming school sports meet. I figured dominating the sports meet should unlock the middle school bully title. For this sports meet, I only participate in 3 events: shot put, high jump, and sprint. These 3 major events represent strength, jumping ability, and speed respectively. Dominating these 3 categories represents comprehensive dominance in athletics. Although I hold back during competitions to avoid being too outrageous, winning first place is still quite easy, just as I obtain all the medals. I suddenly feel a force bursting forth within my body. Your academic and athletic achievements have completely overshadowed the entire school, making all students pale in comparison. Title unlocked, middle school bully, kindergarten king title, elementary school boss title, and middle school bully title all unlocked. Achievement dominate 9 years of compulsory education complete. Biological attribute survival of the fittest obtained. Survival of the fittest effect description. Your life essence transcends all things. You can devour the life essence of other creatures to promote your own evolution. While leaving school, I ponder what life essence actually means. Suddenly, I have a realization. I look at Qinghan. "Qinghan, can I borrow your beast fang to look at?" Qinghan removes the beast fang and places it in my hand. The next second, "You have devoured a trace of abyssal giant butterfly life essence. Abyssal giant butterfly codex Codex 1%. When the Codex progress bar reaches 100%, you can evolve partial attributes or skills of the corresponding alien beast. After getting home, I immediately search for information on the abyssal giant butterfly, but the result is nothing. It seems I can only rely on myself to understand this alien beast. Then I pull out the other fang from my backpack. I devour it again. Abyssal giant butterfly Codex increased to 2%. Only 2%. It seems the remaining life essence in the beast bones isn't much. I need to find another way to fully unlock it. After that, to increase training intensity, I start biking with Qinghan to and from school every day. Just then, Coach Guo from the school martial arts team stops me. He saw my outstanding performance at the sports meet, so he wants to invite me to join the school martial arts team. In the end, he leaves without giving me a chance to refuse. After getting home, I kill a mosquito. I reach a conclusion. Whether mosquitoes or cockroaches, creatures that are too weak cannot trigger survival of the fittest. Only powerful alien beasts have sufficient life essence to be devoured. To verify my hypothesis, I decide to visit the alien beast meat section at the supermarket. Seeing the beast meat cutting stall, I rush over eagerly, then nervously reach my hand toward the beast meat. The moment I touch the meat, a vigorous life essence is devoured into my body. I clench my fist excitedly. I guessed right. Qinghan looks at me like I'm crazy. Zikin, how does the beast meat feel? Is it different from regular meat? I don't tell her the truth, instead saying, not much different, just feels fresher. Do you want to touch it too? Qinghan quickly waves her hands. No need, no need. As long as you touched it. Then I say, since we're already here, let's buy some beast meat to try. These packaged ones give me an excuse to touch them by buying. Since alien beast meat is very expensive, I choose the cheapest option, ghost shadow squid. Qinghan worries. Zikin, this is too expensive. Why don't we ask your parents first, before deciding whether to buy it? I pat her head and say, I already told my mom. She even told me to buy more so your family can come over and try it too. Actually, I have another reason for buying the meat. I'm worried that absorbing life essence might cause the meat to spoil directly, so I want to verify this. Scanning to pay, a total of £3 cost me 2,994 yuan. Leaving with the beast meat, my heart aches. Too expensive. Who knows when I'll be able to buy it again. After buying the beast meat, it's already past 9, so we head straight home. On the road, I still can't resist wanting to try first. When my hand touches the ghost shadow squid meat, you absorbed a trace of ghost shadow squid's life essence. Ghost shadow squid Codex 0.1%. Through my calculations, devouring the life essence of 50 grams of ghost shadow squid meat only unlocks 0.1% of the Codex. This means I need to devour 100 pounds to reach 100%. At 998 yuan per pound, that's at least 100,000 yuan. The ghost shadow squid's ability is to dissolve into water and disappear. If I can obtain this ability, 100,000 yuan really isn't a loss. Moreover, this is already the cheapest beast meat I can buy, so next I should think about how to make money. Then I look at the beast meat. It's been a while now, and the meat still hasn't spoiled. It seems absorbing life essence doesn't damage the meat quality, so I boldly absorb the ghost shadow squid's life essence. In just moments, the ghost shadow squid progress rises to 3%, but due to my distraction, I almost bump into a pedestrian. Just as I apologize to the pedestrian, Qinghan suddenly points in the distance. Zikin, look over there quickly. It's Miss Strawberry. She's been taken hostage by criminals. A group of police officers negotiate ahead. You're surrounded. Please calm down and put down your weapon. The captain looks at the officer beside him. Officer Bing, don't shoot carelessly. The distance is too close. You might hit the hostage. Just then, I pick up a stone from the ground. Then a stone flies past Officer Bing's ear. It strikes directly at the criminal's knife-holding hand. The officers seize the opportunity and rush forward. Then they subdue the criminal. I make a shushing gesture to Qinghan, preparing to quietly leave with her. But the captain calls out at this moment. Stop! Student, did you throw that stone just now? I quickly wave my hands. No, it wasn't me. Then I pull Qinghan and quickly slip away. The captain says, puzzled. That's strange. Why wouldn't someone admit to doing a good deed? There's a reward for acts of courage. Hearing the word reward, I immediately stop, then run back even faster. I scratch my head. I remember now. I threw that stone. The captain is speechless. You kid, come back with me to make a statement. I'll help you apply for the reward. Just as Qinghan and I are about to follow them to the police station to make a statement, an accident happens. The criminal's body suddenly mutates, then transforms into a giant mutant rat. This is bad. He's a cultist. He's showing mutation symptoms. He's turning into a giant mutant rat. After mutating, the rat pounces on a female officer. The captain urgently calls for backup. Calling headquarters. A giant mutant rat has appeared at Zhangbei West Road Park. Preliminary assessment indicates it's a cultist fused with Rat King genes. We cannot handle this. Requesting reinforcements. The security officers have already drawn their guns and are shooting at the rat. On my side, I grab Miss Strawberry and Qinghan and run, just after I run a short distance. A cyborg flies overhead. I immediately stop. I see the female cyborg kick the rat in the face, instantly sending it back several meters. Then the female cyborg opens her chest armor. Laser cannon charging. Then 2 purple laser beams shoot out. The moment the lasers hit, the rat's flesh begins dissolving. Finally, it turns to ash. I'm stunned. Is this the true power of a cyborg? So strong. After that, I push the bike, preparing to leave, but I unexpectedly discover the beast meat from which I absorbed life essence has actually spoiled. It seems after life essence is absorbed, the meat still spoils, just with a delay. I need to find an excuse to explain why the meat spoiled. I'll have to blame it on the cultist. I throw the beast meat on the ground. Damn it! It's all this cultist's fault. The cyborg's attack was so intense it cooked the meat and spoiled it. Naive Qinghan quickly comforts me. It's okay, Zikin. We're safe and sound. That's what matters. Originally, we want to go home first, but at the captain's request, we still get in a police car to go back to the station for a statement. Unexpectedly, the cultist's corpse is also in the car. Although only a pile of charred remains is left, the smell is still pungent. Then I suddenly have a flash of inspiration. Right, the beast fangs still had residual life essence. Would the corpse also have some? So, can I devour the Rat King genes from the corpse? Thinking this, I start reaching my hand toward the corpse. The moment I touch the ashes, you have devoured a trace of giant mutant rat life essence. Giant mutant rat codex 5%. I'm shocked. So much. It seems freshness is directly proportional to absorbable life essence. Soon after, I arrive at the security team's office. The captain tells me, I've already applied for your reward for your act of courage, but please tell me honestly, at such a distance, in such dim light, how did you, a middle school student, hit the cultist's hand with a stone? I explain, it's probably because I often train my right hand. After hearing this, the captain falls into deep silence. Just then, the door is pushed open and Qinghan rushes in with my parents. Mom hugs me tightly. Zikin, are you okay? You scared me to death. I quickly comfort her. Mom, don't be agitated. I'm fine, aren't I? I even got a reward for my act of courage, but Mom grabs my hand. Zikin, promise me that next time you encounter danger, hide in a safe place first, because all I want is to see you grow up safe and sound. I hold my mother's hand as we leave. Mom, don't worry. I promise you I'll protect myself first. Walking out of the security station, I hear officers discussing. The rat god cult is getting more brazen. They've even infiltrated universities now, mainly deceiving liberal arts students who can't legitimately obtain gene fusion qualifications. The one killed tonight was a liberal arts student from Guangyan University, deceived by the rat god cult. Damn it. We must wipe out these human traitors in the rat god cult. That's treating the symptoms, not the cause. We need to take down the self-proclaimed god, the Rat King. While walking, I search for information on the rat god cult on my phone. The rat god cult headquarters is in Shanghai City. Members are mostly societal failures, and their activities have become increasingly frequent this year. Suddenly, I have a hypothesis. The Rat King wants to evolve into an advanced grade creature, so it has believers collect large amounts of evolution resources for it. Has this Rat King already evolved intelligence? Then while passing a street, I see a giant rat bigger than a cat. Could this also be related to the Rat King? I shake my head. Never mind. This is the South. Rats as big as cats are normal. Then I notice Qinghan beside me is unusually quiet. Could it be that situation again? Whenever Qinghan is nervous or faces sudden situations, she can't hold it in like when she was little. But I always feel this condition of hers might be related to some unknown potential. Meanwhile, the security captain is still pondering how a middle school student could throw a stone with such power. Just then, he hears rats squeaking. He looks toward the sound and sees an enormous giant rat. The next second, the rat lunges directly at him. The captain hurriedly shoots. Moments later, the sound stops abruptly. The next day, I attend class normally. I'm thinking that compared to last night's rat man and the female cyborg, I'm still too weak. It seems I must make money early to fill up the Ghost Shadow Squid unlock progress bar. But relying solely on scholarships from school competitions is too slow. So I think of becoming an internet celebrity top student, or live streaming to sell tutorials. But I reject this idea. No, while the money comes fast, it's too high profile. Wait, my thinking is wrong. In this world, gene fusers and cyborgs are everywhere. Clearly, martial arts are valued more than academics. Prize money from martial arts competitions far exceeds that from academic competitions. I clench my fist. Right, this path works. It's time to act. Inside the gymnasium, Coach Guo is drinking water. I step forward and greet him. Hello, Coach Guo. Coach Guo looks excited. Zichen, do you want to join, or do you want to learn about the martial arts team first? I ask quietly. I'd like to learn about it. After joining the martial arts team, is there a chance to participate in the city's martial arts competitions? Is the prize money high? Coach Guo answers proudly. Of course there's a chance, and the prize money isn't low. One award is roughly tens of thousands. Hearing this, I grab Coach Guo's hand. Coach, please let me join the martial arts team. Then the coach waves to summon all team members. Next, the team members briefly introduce themselves. I also greet them. Since I've never practiced martial arts, Coach Guo first demonstrates boxing and leg techniques for me. After finishing a set, Coach Guo wipes his sweat and looks at me. Don't think the movements look simple. They're actually quite difficult. Even Xiao Lizi, the fastest learner on the team, took a week. Then I begin practicing. With the enhancement of Heavenly Wisdom Root, Coach Guo's movements from earlier are already imprinted in my mind. I easily replicate his boxing technique. You are practicing boxing. Vitality +1, hand muscle strength +1, hand dexterity +1, boxing proficiency +1. Next is leg technique practice. You are practicing leg techniques. Vitality +1, leg strength +1, leg dexterity +1, leg technique proficiency +1. Coach Guo is shocked. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. The teammates are also shocked. How is it possible to learn it after seeing it just once? Coach Guo's eyes are full of me. He must be a 1 in 10,000 martial arts prodigy. At night, Mom calls me to come eat. I rush over with my bowl. What are we eating tonight, Mom? Mom looks proud. Of course it's the Ghost Shadow Squid you've been thinking about. A dish with excellent color, aroma, and taste is brought to the table. I take a sniff. This smells amazing. Then I take a bite without hesitation. A notification pops up. You have devoured a trace of Ghost Shadow Squid life essence. Ghost Shadow Squid Codex 3.01%. I freeze. So eating directly also allows devouring? If I'd known, I wouldn't have needed to touch it earlier. Then the TV broadcasts news. Genius girl shocks the nation. At only 14 years old, she successfully fuses with Energy Star, becoming the youngest cyborg in history. When energy is activated, she can easily lift a 2,000-kilogram off-road vehicle with one hand, sprint 100 meters in only 3 seconds, and vertically jump 8 meters from standing position. I ponder whether the Kyoto prodigy from back then or today's genius girl is stronger. Who is truly more powerful between gene fusers and cyborgs? Then another news report. Heartbreaking. Security Captain He Chunshan tragically died at 11 last night in his office. According to surveillance, he died in the jaws of a giant mutant rat that infiltrated the security station. My expression darkens. Could it be that type of giant rat from last night? I increasingly feel the urgency of improving my strength. After intensifying my training, my 100-meter sprint reaches 4.61 seconds. Vertical jump also reaches 5.51 meters. My hands can lift about 1,000 kilograms. I haven't neglected martial arts training either, hoping to improve my strength as quickly as possible, preparing to participate in martial arts competitions. The next morning, I prepare to go to the gymnasium gymnasium to continue learning new martial arts knowledge and practice. Out of curiosity, Qinghan comes along with me. Then a senior girl suddenly appears in front of me. Zikin, you haven't eaten breakfast yet, right? I brought you milk. It's fresh milk. I pull Qinghan along and walk away. No need, but thank you for your kindness. This scene is witnessed by a lovesick senior. Damn it. This kid not only took my championship at the sports meet, but now he's rejecting my goddess's gift, so he blocks my way. Do you have any manners? If you don't want to drink it, you could accept it and give it to someone else like me. Why do you have to hurt someone's feelings? I'm speechless. Wouldn't that be even more rude? The lovesick senior gets even angrier. Then drink it. Not drinking means not giving face. Not giving face means being rude. After saying this, he even issues a challenge to me. Lin Zikin, do you dare to spar with me? If I lose, I'll never nag you again. If I win, you drink all the milk. Achievement: in formal competitive settings, eliminate a cumulative 1,000 different opponents using the most primitive biological methods. Reward: obtain biological trait survival of the fittest. Cumulative opponents eliminated. 0 out of 1,000. I smile. After waiting so long, I've finally received this 4th achievement task. I look at the lovesick senior. Alright, then let's have a match. After class, we head to the gymnasium for a sparring match witnessed by teachers and students. A ponytailed girl blushes and shouts, Zikin, I'll cheer for you later. Even the senior who delivers milk takes out her phone saying, Go Zikin, I'll capture lots of great photos of you. The senior grits his teeth. Does everyone think I'll lose? I just want to bully this genius junior before he fully develops and crush him while I still can. Over the past month, this kid's talent exploded, and he progressed at lightning speed. If I don't act now, I'll lose my chance to show off. I urge him, I still need to go home for dinner. Can we make this quick? Fine, I'll grant your wish. The teacher raises his hand. Remember, friendship first, competition second. Begin. The senior suddenly shouts, Wait a moment. Then he says with superiority, You've only been on the team for a month. I've been here nearly 2 years. For fairness, I'll let you have 3 free moves. The moment he finishes speaking, I already charge to his front. Fine, as you wish. I swing my fist. The senior instantly goes flying. After landing, the senior is already foaming at the mouth. Coach Guo's jaw drops. What? 1 punch? The students present all look shocked. Holy crap, this is too ridiculous. It's already over? Qinghan waves from below. He won! Zikin won! The 2 seniors also jump excitedly. So cool, Zikin. You have defeated a rival and successfully won the hearts of the opposite sex, gaining mating priority. Rivals eliminated, 1 out of 1,000. Thinking about how I still need to eliminate 999 more rivals to unlock the survival of the fittest attribute, I turn to look at the seniors nearby. Everyone, how about we take this opportunity to spar together? The seniors shudder at these words, then immediately find various excuses to slip away. At this moment, the senior has gotten up. I don't accept this. You ambushed me, kid. If we go again, I'll definitely crush you. But Coach Guo says, Zhang Kai, you must honor your bet. Whether Zikin's punch was luck or overwhelming strength, we'll know once Xiao Lizi verifies it. Xiao Lizi, you're up. Xiao Lizi, who is just about to slip away, gets startled. Then Xiao Lizi assumes his stance and stands opposite me. No offense, Junior. Please don't hit the face, okay? 10 minutes later, seniors lie all over the floor. To avoid being too exaggerated, I deliberately exchanged moves with them before taking them down. But the system only recorded defeating Zhang Kai. After the other seniors were defeated, the elimination count did not increase. So sparring is useless. It must be direct defeat? At this moment, Coach Guo heavily pats my shoulder. Genius Zikin, you're truly a genius. You only joined the martial arts team a month ago and already became our ace. In this year's district martial arts competition, Shanghai Middle School will surely defeat the other schools and take first place in the district. Right, participating in martial arts competitions. Won't that let me directly defeat many opponents? As long as I successfully defeat opponents in matches, it will definitely advance the achievement task progress. At this moment, the senior suddenly shouts at me, Lin Zikin! I, Zhang Kai, honor my bet. Even if you ride on my head and take a dump in the future, I absolutely won't complain. Everyone shows disgust at these words. Before he finishes speaking, everyone runs away in a flash. In the following days, to get into the martial arts class, Shen Qinghan also starts training with me. After jogging 3 kilometers, I arrange for her to practice martial arts techniques for 1 hour to improve her hand-to-hand combat skills. Then I arrange for her to do sit-ups and push-ups to improve her strength and physical resilience. Finally, after each training session, I help her stretch and relax her muscles. As for me, to prepare for the upcoming martial arts competition, I engage in double training. To unlock the survival of the fittest attribute as soon as possible, I'm going all out. Time passes quickly. 1 month later, the day of the martial arts competition finally arrives. Today is the day of our middle school martial arts competition. Unfortunately, we drew the strongest group, Shanghai No. 1 Middle School. The team members' faces look grim after learning this. I heard No. 1 has someone who can run the 100-meter sprint in under 9 seconds this year. We're definitely going to get crushed. But at this moment, I step forward voluntarily. Coach Guo, I want to go first. Coach Guo readily agrees upon hearing this. Alright then Zikin, you'll go first. Afterwards, Qinghan and Coach Guo cheer for me from below the stage. I warm up on the stage. With a thud on stage, my opponent appears. He's a tall guy, at least 1.9 meters tall. I silently complain, what the hell, is this really a middle schooler? Then I hear him say, Little junior, I saw your information on the roster. Only in 7th grade and already standing on the 8 schools tournament stage. You're quite talented, but this place isn't where a little shorty under 1.7 meters tall should be. I'll let you experience what the gap in physique and strength means, with the referee's call to begin the match. The tall guy charges at me first. He swings a punch at me, but I easily dodge it. Taking this chance, I lightly slap his chest with my palm. A shocking scene unfolds before everyone. His entire body flies backward. He doesn't stop until he flies out of the competition area. The referee immediately announces, Lin Zikin wins! Qinghan cheers from below. Zikin, you're amazing! The team members also shout loudly, Zikin is incredible! The opposing coach points at the big guy and scolds, Footwork! Footwork! How many times have I told you? On stage, don't just charge recklessly. Use your footwork. Why don't you listen? You have successfully defeated a rival. Competition ranking improved. Rivals eliminated, 2 out of 1,000. Indeed, defeating opponents in highly competitive matches advances the achievement task progress bar. The opposing coach looks at a team member. Chen Feng, you're up this round. Defeat that 7th grader as quickly as possible. Understood, coach. Then the team member named Chen Feng enters the stage. With the referee's call to begin, Chen Feng rushes over with a whip kick aimed at my head. I duck to dodge, then strike out with my palm. Chen Feng directly spins and flies out. Finally, he even lands face down on the ground. A stretcher immediately carries him away. Quick, send him to the hospital for a checkup. Looks like he hit his head. Audience members who didn't see my move clearly voiced their doubts. What's going on? How is that Shanghai middle school student so lucky? Yeah, the last opponent lost by charging out of the ring himself. And this one too. This is rigged. Refund. The opposing coach holds his head with both hands. No, this isn't luck. This 7th grader from Shanghai Middle School has real strength. He looks at the ace team member beside him. Gao Fei, you're up for the next match. Focus on defense. Don't attack proactively. You absolutely cannot lose. Gao Fei walks onto the stage with a composed expression. Don't worry, coach. I'll win. After taking the stage, he assumes his stance with a strategy in mind. Lin Zikin's body isn't particularly strong. He's just more agile and knows how to use clever tactics in duels, which is why he wins so easily. But I can run the 100-meter sprint in just 9 seconds and have richer combat experience than him. As long as I take the upcoming duel seriously, there's no reason I should lose. The audience also starts discussing. I heard this Gao Fei from number 1 can run the 100-meter sprint in under 9 seconds. That's too ridiculous. He's clearly still a middle schooler. His father is a gene fuser. As his offspring, Gao Fei's physical quality definitely far exceeds ordinary people. The referee just announces the match has begun. Gao Fei swiftly arrives in front of me. He uses his strongest fist technique, the flowing water rock-shattering fist. The coach shouts from below. Gao Fei, what are you doing? I told you to focus on defense. Why are you attacking? Gao Fei responds inwardly. Defense? As a genius, I don't need it at all. Meanwhile, I keep dodging without striking back. This fist technique is quite interesting. Let me observe and learn it first. Moments later, Gao Fei is already panting. Why can't I hit him at all? Then he stops and asks, how can you dodge my attacks? This isn't scientific. I speak up. Do you have other moves? Use them all. Gao Fei thinks I'm taunting him and unleashes an even fiercer barrage of fist strikes. Seeing it's still the same fist technique, I no longer hold back. I kick him in the abdomen. Gao Fei instantly flies out. The entire audience is stunned. Meanwhile, our side erupts in cheers. Awesome! Zikin took down 3 in a row. Brilliant, Zikin. Winning effortlessly feels so good. The following opponents are all weaker than before and are all defeated by me with 1 strike. Soon, all 5 members from Shanghai No. 1 Middle School are taken care of by me. Over the next 2 days, I single-handedly defeat the other 2 schools as well. In the end, I successfully lead Shanghai Middle School to win the 8 schools tournament championship. The rivals I've eliminated have now reached 16. I still need to defeat 984 different opponents to complete the survival of the fittest achievement. This will probably have to be measured in years. Although the task cannot be completed in the short term, Coach Guo gave me a full 20,000 yuan in prize money from this competition. Adding the prize money from various academic competitions I participated in before, I now have 30,000 yuan in hand. But these 30,000 yuan are quickly spent on buying Ghost Shadow Squid. Eating 30 jin of Ghost Shadow Squid meat in succession raises my Ghost Shadow Squid catalog unlock progress to 33%. By 8th grade, I successfully break through from ordinary tier 3 to ordinary tier 4. Now I can easily lift 1,090 kilograms with one hand, vertically jump 5.65 meters from a standing position, and run the 100-meter sprint in just 4.49 seconds. Time flies. Shen Qinghan and I smoothly graduate from the middle school division of Shanghai Middle School. Soon the high school entrance exam results come out, but Qinghan looks dejected. Zikin, you're first in both liberal arts and martial arts in the entire district. Although my liberal arts score is decent, my martial arts score doesn't meet the admission cutoff for Shanghai Middle School's elite martial arts class. We won't be able to attend the same high school anymore, will we? I wipe away her tears and comfort her. Don't worry. The principal of Shanghai High School said he wants to visit my home later. Come meet him with me. Qinghan cries even harder. The principal is definitely coming to invite you to stay in Shanghai High School's elite martial arts class. This has nothing to do with me at all. Why should I go? I pull her along. Don't worry, I'll stay at Shanghai High School. My only condition is that you must be my desk mate. Soon after, the principal of Shanghai High School discusses with us at home for an hour, essentially expressing his hope that I will continue studying at Shanghai High School. Before leaving, the principal looks at me. As long as you agree to continue studying at Shanghai High School, you can tell me directly whatever ideas you have. I quickly pulled Qinghan to my side. Thank you, principal. I only have one idea, which is that I hope student Shen Qinghan can continue to be in the same class with me. The principal leans over and looks at Shen Qinghan. Student Shen Qinghan, right? When school starts, just come register at Shanghai High School together with student Lin Zikin. Before leaving, the principal makes an okay gesture. We both quickly express our thanks. Thank you, principal. After choosing the high school, I welcome the final middle school martial arts competition. Without any surprise, I continue to easily help Shanghai Middle School win the championship. After receiving the prize money, I come to a dense forest. At this point, I'm only 20% away from unlocking the Ghost Shadow Squid catalog. Because I don't know what uncontrollable situations might occur when unlocking the catalog, I specifically came to the mountain forest around Shanghai City. I begin devouring. I have devoured a large amount of Ghost Shadow Squid life essence. Ghost Shadow Squid catalog, 100%. You have successfully unlocked the Ghost Shadow Squid catalog. Obtained biological attribute Water Affinity. Water Affinity greatly enhances your affinity with water, allowing you to move freely in water, coming and going without a trace. After reading the effect, I feel somewhat disappointed. Why does this water affinity effect feel somewhat useless? I immediately test it in a nearby pond and find that after prolonged soaking in water, my skin doesn't wrinkle like before. When swimming, I can clearly feel that water resistance is much reduced. But aside from this, there are no other effects. However, thinking about it, this is normal. Ghost Shadow Squid is a low-level alien beast without even a bit of gene fusion value. To obtain better biological attributes, I'll just slowly save money to buy them in the future. Sooner or later, I'll have them. Or when my strength becomes greater, I can hunt wild alien beasts to devour, such as those giant alien beasts. Later, a week before school starts, Mom and Shen Qinghan's family discuss traveling together. To better research water affinity, I suggest going going to the seaside. This is also Shen Qinghan's first time coming to the seaside. Standing in the water, she only feels the seawater is very cold. Meanwhile, I start swimming. While swimming, my various attributes also improve. Shen Qinghan looks at me and shouts, "Zikan, don't just swim by yourself. Come teach me how to swim." Shen Qinghan seems unable to swim yet. I can indeed teach her. So I begin teaching patiently. However, because Shen Qinghan's athletic talent is average, I think she most likely won't be able to learn swimming. As a result, I'm immediately proven wrong. Unexpectedly, she learns swimming as soon as she starts. Then she buries her head in the water. She discovers with surprise that her eyes not only don't feel uncomfortable but can also see things clearly underwater. The next second, she emerges from the water, startling me. Qinghan says excitedly, "Wow, Zikan, I'm so amazing. I always heard people say it's very hard to open your eyes in the sea and it stings badly, but I don't feel uncomfortable at all. It even feels cool and comfortable." Watching Qinghan, who learns swimming so quickly, I fall into thought. Even if Shen Qinghan has good water skills, it's impossible for her to learn swimming so instantly. This is too abnormal, right? Could it be because of that? Could the reason Shen Qinghan has been wetting the bed all along be because she has a natural affinity with water? Perhaps only this explanation makes sense. This is incredible. Maybe Shen Qinghan in her past life had a special cultivation physique from cultivation novels. This is too amazing. It's way better than my broken system that still requires me to train myself. Next, I dive underwater together with Shen Qinghan. But her performance surprises me. We've been holding our breath underwater for over 10 minutes. Never mind that she's a beginner, even for trained people, this duration is impressive. But just at this moment, an accident happens. Shen Qinghan suddenly hears strange sounds in the water. This frightens her so much that she hurriedly swims toward the surface. After surfacing, I look at her and ask, "What happened? Why did you suddenly become so nervous?" She says with lingering fear, "Just now, strange sounds kept coming to my ears. So strange they were somewhat horrifying." I ask what kind of sounds. She answers, "I couldn't understand them. Maybe it's a language I don't know. I only know it was a female voice. The sound was very real, constantly echoing in my ears until it disappeared after I surfaced." Afterwards, we return to the hotel. After coming back, I search on my phone but can't find out what Shen Qinghan is talking about. But I can't sleep because of this, so I simply start training. You did 1,000 weighted sit-ups. Vitality increased by 2,000. Abdominal muscle strength increased by 2,000. Sit-up proficiency increased by 1,000%. Your biological level has increased to ordinary tier 5. I didn't expect such a pleasant surprise. Ordinary tier 5 is a biological level that can contend with adult giant mutant rats. I immediately gain confidence. It seems that continuing to train, tearing apart mutant rats with my bare hands is not impossible. After advancing, I find a deserted beach to test. Now I can run the 100-meter sprint in just 3.64 seconds. My vertical jump reaches 6.98 meters. I can lift a car weighing around 1,600 kilograms with one hand. Compared to when I just broke through to ordinary tier 4, the improvement in stats is very considerable. With this gain, Shen Qinghan and I together begin our high school careers. Due to my excellent grades, I attract the attention of many girls as soon as I enroll. Is that student Zikan? He's so handsome in person. Student Zikan has duty on the same day as us. So lucky. Indeed, very lucky. I didn't expect that my duty day would trigger a new task. Achievement under the premise of multi-person cooperation. Cumulatively complete tasks 1,000 times. Reward, obtain biological attribute social animal. Task completed, 1 out of 1,000. I wonder what effect this social animal attribute will have. It's quite anticipated. Since there aren't many things happening at the start of school, I take the opportunity to come to the supermarket again. After all, Ghost Shadow Squid has been unlocked. Next, I need to determine a new target. At this moment, I suddenly see a type of alien beast meat. This is Violent Eagle, only 1,998 yuan per jin. I show a smile. I'll choose this. Turns out this isn't ordinary meat, but the meat of the alien beast Violent Eagle. The Violent Eagle's vision is particularly excellent, reaching 30 times that of ordinary people. So its hunting ability is also extremely strong. It can precisely capture even alien rabbits that have almost become afterimages. I look at the eagle meat in my hand. If vision improves, it can also greatly enhance a person's combat power. This Violent Eagle is undoubtedly worth devouring. Secondly, it's also the second cheapest in price. As I place my hand on the eagle meat, I have devoured a trace of Violent Eagle life essence. Violent Eagle catalog 1%. Then I calculate. 1 jin of meat can increase the catalog unlock progress by 1%. This works out to needing over 200,000 yuan to unlock the Violent Eagle catalog. It seems in high school, I need to work harder to compete and save money. Fortunately, high school martial arts competition prize money is much higher than middle school. I clench my fist with tears in my eyes. I'll strive to light up this Violent Eagle catalog before the second year of high school. First day of the new semester. The homeroom teacher and subject teachers come to the classroom for self-introductions. Hello everyone, I'm Han Yuan Feng, the martial arts cultivation course teacher, and also your homeroom teacher. Hello everyone, I'm Kai Yuan Fei, the mechanical modification course teacher. Hello everyone, I'm Chung Bei, the wilderness survival course teacher. Hello everyone, I'm Yu Theran, the gene fusion course teacher. Then comes the students' self-introductions. Hello everyone, I'm Chu Yuxi. My specialty is music, chess, calligraphy, and painting. I'm Zhang Yijia. I like watching anime and doing cosplay. I'm Peng Huguang. I like reading manga and usually enjoy staying home playing video games when I have nothing to do. Soon it becomes Shen Qinghan's turn for self-introduction. Being watched by so many people, Shen Qinghan becomes extremely nervous. Hello everyone, I'm Shen Qinghan. I usually like drawing and please take care of me from now on. Meanwhile, my self-introduction is probably the shortest in the class. Hello everyone, I'm Lin Zikan. Please take care of me from now on. After the whole class finishes introductions, the bell for class dismissal rings. Qinghan, what was your high school entrance exam score? Shen Qinghan looks over at a twin-tailed girl beside her who is asking. Shen Qinghan politely answers, I scored 709 points. How about you, Chuxin? Chuxin's eyes light up. Impressive. More than 10 points higher than me. I only scored 698. She continues asking, what was your physical test score? I underperformed during the exam and only scored 95. I did so poorly. This makes Shen Qinghan embarrassed. The physical test is out of 100 points. Scoring 95 already makes one among the top students. I only scored 79 on the physical test, still 11 points away from the elite class admission cutoff. This score is completely unspeakable. So she can only stammer back, I didn't do as well as you. Chuxin pursues relentlessly. Then what score did you get? 94 or 93? Shen Qinghan's voice drops even lower. Even lower than that. Chu-Xin continues pressing. 92, 91, or 90? I slap my hand on the desk, unable to watch anymore. I deliberately lean closer to Chu-Xin and say, can I add your contact? Chu-Xin's face immediately turns red. The handsome guy is actually asking to add my contact. What amazing luck today. She hurriedly says, yes, I'll scan you. Shen Qinghan looks at me with gratitude. Fortunately, Z can help me out of this situation. If she kept asking, I wouldn't know how to answer. Too embarrassing. Then I look at another male student, you. Let's also add contacts. Sure, you can scan me. After adding friends, I conveniently create a 4-person group. You have successfully created a 4-person team, meeting the standard for multi-person cooperation to complete tasks. Tasks completed, 2 out of 1,000. I'm quite surprised. I didn't expect this would complete one multi-person cooperation task. Then isn't this achievement task incredibly easy? After creating the group, the 4 of us become more familiar with each other. Yu is from neighboring Nangguan City. His family has run martial arts schools for generations. He's a young master from a martial arts family. Li Chu-Xin's family owns clothing stores with several branches in the district. She's definitely a little rich girl. Shen Qinghan and I also introduce our respective situations to everyone. Soon, the 4 of us become a tight-knit group that talks about everything. Just as we're about to run out of topics, Yu throws out an intriguing topic. Guess who's the strongest in the class? You definitely can't guess. Li Chu-Xin points at me. I guess Zikan is the most capable. He's our district's top exam scorer. Yu startles. Holy crap, Zikan. You're actually that incredible? Then he continues, but the district top scorer might still fall short. You might not believe this, but our class has 2 formidable people whom the principal recruited from Nangguan City at great expense. That boy named Wang Shuji in the 3rd row on the left by the window, he's Nangguan City's 3rd-ranked exam scorer. His 100-meter time is 7.98 seconds, and that big guy named Lu Gang sitting in the last row on the far right. He has natural divine strength and can easily lift 300 kilograms with one hand. Shen Qinghan responds with impressed awe. Wow, that's so amazing. Li Chu-Xin covers her mouth. Oh my goodness, is this real or fake? I exhale. Hearing this, I feel relieved. 100 meters in 7.98 seconds and 300 kilograms. These 2 figures were my elementary school level. The class bell rings again quickly. Next comes the textbook distribution. There are just 4 books: martial arts cultivation, gene fusion, mechanical modification, and wilderness survival, corresponding to the 4 main courses. Since I self-studied all 4 books when I was young during free activity time, I find a secluded place to train. After all, the rat god cult threat still exists. The police have so far only caught 1 cultist, but the rat king hasn't even shown a shadow until now. So I must strive to advance to tier 6 or above. Then even if I encounter mutant rats, I can contend with them. The first practical class in the afternoon is wilderness survival. The teacher points at a pile of wood and asks, does anyone know how to start fire by friction? Yu complains, this skill is basically useless normally. Who would bother learning it? The next second, Wang Shuji and Lu Gang start drilling wood. Yu freezes awkwardly on the spot. The teacher shows a smile. What's going on? How are you 2 so capable? You even know how to start fire by friction. Lu Gang's mouth curves upward. Teacher, when I was in middle school, I took an extracurricular class during summer vacation to learn this. Wang Shuji looks full of pride. I learned it online by myself when I was in elementary school. Then the others begin practicing on their own. I quickly teach my group members the small tricks of starting fire by friction. Afterwards comes martial arts cultivation class. Today I'll teach everyone a special breathing cultivation method. The teacher just finishes speaking when the Nangguan duo starts showing off again. Although it's somewhat comical, they indeed accomplish it. Although I already knew this knowledge long ago, maintaining a low profile is my habit. Before I know it, over a month passes and the time for monthly exams arrives. The homeroom teacher adjusts his glasses. For this exam, I've set up rewards. First place receives 888 yuan cash, second place receives 666 yuan cash, and third place receives 333 yuan cash. I immediately perk up. There's actually cash prizes, and first place is actually 888 yuan. This reward is truly generous. It's almost enough to buy half a gin of violent eagle meat. The exam begins. Because there are rewards, everyone naturally puts full effort into answering questions. Over an hour later, the exam ends. Coincidentally, gene fusion teacher Lu Darren also arranges an exam with identical rewards. After 2 exams, Yu has already wilted. Other students start discussing. Damn, why was it so difficult? It even asked me what the energy wavelength of laser cannons is. How would I memorize that? What's the point of memorizing it anyway? Exactly. The test was too difficult and too obscure. That last problem was the most ridiculous. It asked about the relationship between the reverse airflow device and atmospheric pressure, and made us calculate specific values. What the heck, so many decimal points? How can anyone calculate that? Sigh, I originally hoped to score 90. Now I'll be laughing if I can pass with 60. Just as everyone complains about how difficult the questions were, the Nangguan show-off duo starts their mutual flattery again. Wang Shuji asks first, Lu Gang, that test paper was indeed somewhat difficult. How did you do? Lu Gang smirks. Probably 95. I only didn't know the last question. Same here. Just didn't know the last sub-question. I estimate I also scored 95. After hearing this, you can barely hold back. Damn, humble bragging again. Will they die if they don't show off? I really want to punch them. The mechanical modification test scores are announced first. Guo Yanling, 52. Shen Qinghan, 61. Shen Qinghan happily turns around. Zixin, I passed. I smile. Definitely. Hard work pays off. You deserve it. Yu, 88. The whole class immediately exclaims, wow, Yu, you're so capable. Yu sits extremely upright at this moment. moment, but inwardly he's extremely pleased. Team members, once I get the third place 333 yuan, I'll treat everyone to a good meal. But the teacher's next words pour cold water on him. Lu Gang, 95. Wang Shuji, 95. Impressive. You two only missed the last question to get everything correct. Wang Shuji says proudly, teacher, the last question had quite a lot of calculation. Just give me 10 more minutes, and I could definitely calculate the answer. Lu Gang grins. Same here. He instantly becomes unhappy. Curse it. They showed off again. But anyway, third place should still be mine. But the teacher's next words extinguish his hope. This exam was very difficult, but you might not believe this. Someone in our class scored full marks. Lin Zikin, 100%. The most shocked are still the show-off duo. 100, actually scored 100? How was this even achieved? Ridiculous. Too ridiculous, Hiyu exclaims inwardly. Holy crap, Lin Zikin is this strong? Qinghan looks at me. Zikin is so capable. Li Chuxin pumps her fist. Glory to Shanghai. Meanwhile, I raise my hand and ask, teacher, when can the first place 888 yuan prize be distributed? The teacher answers, don't worry. I'll send the prize money as a personal red envelope to the class group. Next comes the Gene Fusion exam results announcement. Nangguan duo, Lu Gang scored 81, Wang Shuji scored 83. For an exam where most students failed, barely passing the excellent line is already very impressive. However, the two are clearly unsatisfied with this result that doesn't allow them to show off. Meanwhile, Shen Qinghan scores 78, a grade that ranks in the top 5. As for me, I steadily score full marks and continue to pocket the prize money. Hiyu, Wang Shuji, and Lu Gang receive quite a blow once again. The Nangguan duo simultaneously raise their hands in doubt. This test paper is so difficult. How is it possible to score full marks? I think maybe someone knew the answers in advance. The teacher immediately denies this. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. All the questions on this test paper were designed by me. The answers can't be found online at all. There's no way to cheat. Only then do the Nangguan duo have nothing more to say. Next comes the afternoon wilderness survival class exam. The exam rewards are consistent with other subjects. The exam content mainly consists of 3 items: rock climbing plus tree climbing, swimming, and fire starting by friction. Wang Shuji says to Lu Gang, we didn't outscore him in the 2 theory exams this morning. For this afternoon's wilderness survival and martial arts cultivation, we must regain our ground. Lu Gang clenches his fist. You don't need to say more about this. I'll definitely give my all to crush him later and wash away our earlier shame. Soon the exam begins. The first test is rock climbing. Results are determined by climbing speed. I leave the Nangguan duo far behind to take first place. Next is the tree climbing competition. As expected, the Nangguan duo are still left behind by me. Wang Shuji despairs. No way. This Lin Zikin is too exaggerated. I already gave my all, Lu Gang shouts inwardly. Curse it, I can't even see his shadow. But at this moment, I'm more concerned about Shen Qinghan. Right now, she hasn't even completed rock climbing and unsurprisingly takes last place. In the next fire starting by friction segment, for the prize money, I can only continue to dampen the Nangguan duo's spirits. I complete the fire starting in 58 seconds. I clearly remember during the fire starting class before, he wasn't this fast. How is this Lin Zikin fast at everything? This hand speed is too heaven-defying. Swimming is the last item. This time Shen Qinghan also crushes the Nangguan duo, likely adding to their psychological blow. Lin Zikin being fast, I can understand, but how did the Shen Qinghan suddenly explode? Impossible. It must be that I'm too nervous, so I'm having hallucinations. After the wilderness survival exam ends, Wang Shuji and Lu Gang become particularly quiet and don't speak again for a long while. Next comes the martial arts test. The examination method is sparring on stage. This reignites the Nangguan duo's hope for showing off. So what if competing and being proficient in wilderness survival techniques? What the martial arts class values most is the martial aspect, comparing physical fitness and martial arts techniques. If martial arts strength is lacking, other good results are all just empty show. In martial arts sparring, I must reclaim the lost first place. Before the sparring begins, the teacher first arranges a physical test for the class as a warm-up exercise before sparring. The warm-up test measures 3 data points: 100-meter sprint speed, how heavy a barbell can be lifted with one hand, and vertical jump height from a standing position. My 100-meter sprint takes 7.78 seconds. Single-handed lift, 330 kilograms. Standing vertical jump, 2.18 meters. All 3 data points are first place. To avoid being too exaggerated, I don't give my full effort, only performing slightly better than the data Wang Shuji and Lu Gang measured, but this still stuns them. 100-meter sprint faster than me, yet his high school entrance exam result was only district top scorer? This isn't scientific at all. Strength greater than mine, yet Lin Zikin's body doesn't even look muscular. Could it be his body hadn't developed yet during the entrance exam? But then they encourage each other. Lu Gang, don't panic. Losing the physical test doesn't mean losing the sparring. Actual combat doesn't only look at physical fitness, but also martial arts techniques. We have a chance, you're right. Losing the physical test doesn't mean losing the sparring. Our martial arts techniques far exceed our peers. We still have a chance. After the physical test, everyone moves to the arena to begin sparring. To complete the survival of the fittest achievement as quickly as possible, I'm first to step onto the sparring platform. However, because my physical test data is impressive, no one dares to come up on stage. The Nangguan duo also choose to wait and observe. Seeing this situation, the teacher has no choice but to call names. Lu Wei, go up and spar with Zishin. Lu Wei is dumbfounded, but still nervously steps onto the stage. To save time, I can only make this quick. One punch and the opponent is taken care of. Moreover, to finish everyone in the class before class ends, I can only accelerate and defeat opponents instantly. I don't even show mercy to female classmates. At this moment, the Nangguan duo have already been stunned into disbelief. No way. Is this Lin Zichin this strong? I suspect this guy didn't even give his full effort during the physical test. How can anyone else even compete? At this moment, he voluntarily jumps onto another arena. He points at Lu Gang. Lu Gang! I finished warming up. I'm now at my body's peak state. Do you dare come up and fight me? Lu Gang responds and jumps onto the stage, secretly delighted. If he doesn't challenge me, I'd have to go fight Lin Zikin. If I'm not confident about beating Lin Zikin, could I not be confident about beating you? Then Yu charges toward Lu Gang. He unleashes a flurry of punches and kicks on Lu Gang. Lu Gang receives them all. At this moment, Lu Gang finds an opportunity and grabs Yu's leg. Then he swings Yu into the air with both hands. Then with a forceful throw, He Yu flies out of the arena. Lu Gang says smugly, "Among the people who fought me, your physical technique is the most formidable. In terms of physical technique, I acknowledge you as the strongest in the class. Unfortunately, my skills are still superior." Seeing this, I jump over from the other arena. Perfect chance to add one more to my progress. Otherwise, no one dares come on stage. I say to Lu Gang, "Come, let's spar." Lu Gang forces a smile at the corner of his mouth. "Bring it on, who's afraid of who?" Then he charges over first. "Take this move." Lu Gang uses the technique of a former acquaintance, but just as he's about to reach me, I sidestep to dodge. Holy crap, so fast. Then I follow up with a punch and Lu Gang is knocked off the arena by me. At this moment, someone below the stage heckles, "Wang Shuji, your brother Lu Gang was beaten so badly. Aren't you going up to avenge him?" "Exactly. The glory of Nangguan City's top students needs you to defend it. Wang Shuji, don't be a coward, go up." Wang Shuji jumps onto the stage and shouts, "What are you yelling about? I was already planning to go up. All of you shut up. What's meant to come will come. I will definitely find a way to defeat him." At this moment, I stand like a great mountain before Wang Shuji. After Wang Shuji steps onto the stage, he launches his attack under immense pressure, but I catch his incoming fist with one hand, then strike him with a single punch. Wang Shuji collapses to the ground, foaming at the mouth and unable to continue fighting. Next, I proceed to defeat the other male students in the class one by one, according to the survival of the fittest mission rules. Defeating the same opponent multiple times only counts once. This means I can only spar with female students next, just as I wonder whether any girls will volunteer. The girls below the stage are already looking excited. Some of them can barely contain their eagerness. A bold female classmate raises her hand first. "Zikin, I challenge you!" She flips onto the stage and lunges straight at me. Fortunately, I dodge quickly and tap her back with my palm as she passes. The girl lies on the ground, not angry at all but rather disappointed. Such a pity, I almost got to hug him. To my surprise, the other girls also volunteer to challenge me one after another. Of course, I hold back when fighting the girls, mainly to complete the mission quickly. Soon all the girls have had their turn, but I am still far from completing the task. I feel slightly disappointed, but then the teacher announces good news. In 1 month, our class will challenge the strongest regular class from the second year. Just when I am worried about how to advance my survival of the fittest progress bar quickly, this competition comes at the perfect time. The bell rings for the end of class. As Lu Gang passes by, he makes a declaration. "I was worried Shanghai Middle School would have no worthy opponents. Seems I underestimated this place. From now on, you are my sworn rival for the next 3 years." Wang Shuji follows up. "Lin Zikin, losing today does not mean I will lose in the future. I will definitely redeem myself before graduation, but I am not really listening to them at all. I am thinking about how I earned over 3,000 in scholarship money today, enough to buy another pound of beast meat. That is the good stuff." After returning home that evening, I sit down at my keyboard. Although I earned some money through rewards today, it is still far from the amount needed to purchase beast meat and unlock the bestiary. To earn more money, I register as a novelist and begin my writing career. To my surprise, I wake up the next morning to find a contract offer from the website. After logging into my author dashboard to sign the contract, a news headline catches my eye. Just 2 hours ago, a giant mutant rat attacked a cold storage facility for alien beast meat in the suburbs. This giant mutant rat measured over 5.5 meters in length. It bit a cyborg clean in half with a single bite. The cyborg immediately activated the hidden power source in its back and self-destructed to eliminate the enemy. The giant mutant rat was killed instantly in the explosion. This raises questions in my mind. How many giant mutant rats are actually hiding in Shanghai City? And given their enormous size, where exactly are they hiding to remain undetected for so long? 1 month later, today is the day we face the second-year regular class. The teacher is discussing tactics with us top students. Soon the match begins. To complete the survival of the fittest achievement quickly, I volunteer to go first. But the female student on the opposing side protests. "Teacher, they sent out their strongest fighter right away. I am the weakest in my class. How am I supposed to fight this?" The opposing teacher approaches Han Yuanfeng with an unhappy expression. "Coach Han, according to the unwritten rules of class sparring, the weakest students go first. Why did you send your strongest student out for the opening match? This violates the rules. Coach Han has no choice but to calm me down and send the weakest student up first." I reluctantly step off the stage. Coach Han points to a female classmate. "Yun Tong, you go first." The girl waves her hands frantically, saying she is not ready yet. At this moment, Qinghan steps forward voluntarily. "Coach Han, I am the weakest. I should go first." Soon Qinghan takes the stage. Everyone can see her nervousness. He Yu and Li Chuxin cheer her on from below. "Go Qinghan, beat her Qinghan." Qinghan becomes even more flustered hearing this. At this moment, the opposing female student charges forward. Facing the incoming fist, Qinghan can only raise both hands to block. Her strategy is clear. Although I cannot win, I can hold out as long as possible to drain her stamina. 3 minutes later, the opposing student is breathing heavily. She realizes that at this rate, her stamina will eventually run out. She must end this quickly. She throws a heavy punch that sends Qinghan flying. Qinghan lands hard outside the ring. The match is lost. Qinghan quickly gets up and runs toward me. Coach Han encourages her. Qinghan fought well. Focusing on defense to drain the opponent's stamina was smart thinking. I also encourage her. "You did well." Lasting over 3 minutes against a senior with 1 more year of training shows real progress. The second female classmate takes the stage next. She thinks the opponent's stamina is low and sees an opportunity to win. This classmate executes a sweeping kick, but the senior sidesteps it easily. The senior seizes the opportunity to counter, landing a punch on the classmate's face. She then pins the classmate to the ground. The classmate quickly taps the floor in surrender. The senior stands up smugly. "You came at me with pure offense and no defense. Are you looking down on regular classes?" The classmate can only grit her teeth and endure the humiliation. The senior continues her taunts. "My talent may not match yours, but I have trained 1 year longer than you. Train for another year before challenging me again." At this moment, another girl steps onto the stage. Li Chuxin clenches her fist. "Qinghan, I will avenge you. Watch me destroy that senior." Her very first punch lands a heavy blow on the opponent. She claims victory on the spot. Qinghan pumps her fist. "Xu Xian is amazing." I pat her head encouragingly. "You were impressive too. If you had not drained the senior's stamina first, Xu Xian would not have won won so easily. 2 hours later, the second-year coach looks at our first-year elite class coach. Coach Han, your class only has 4 people left. Looks like I have definitely won our dinner bet. Han Yuanfeng smiles. Do not count your chickens before they hatch. Let us wait and see. Wang Shuji, Lin Zikin, Lu Gang, and He Yu are where Class 1-1's true strength lies. The real battle starts now. He then looks at He Yu. He Yu, you are up next. He Yu immediately leaps onto the stage. He then begins his grandstanding. My fists have been hungry for action. Tell me, senior, are you ready to receive my rock-hard punches? The senior tilts his head. Kid, can you stop trying so hard to be cool? He Yu kicks him in the face. You ruined my moment. Get lost. The senior is kicked off the stage immediately. He Yu taunts him. Seriously? With your level of skill, where do you get the nerve to talk back? With a thud, another person jumps onto the stage. A senior with a bowl cut speaks. You arrogant brat. As he finishes speaking, he swings his fist at He Yu. Let me show you some real intensity. But in the next second, He Yu dodges the punch. The senior is shocked. What? So fast? You actually dodged my attack? He Yu seizes the opportunity to flip and kick upward, striking the senior's chin. The senior tumbles out of the ring immediately. Li Chuxin and Qinghan cheer from below. He Yu is doing great. Go He Yu, take them down, destroy them. He Yu then defeats several more opponents in succession. He gasps for breath. Next one, hurry up. I can take down 10 more. Although He Yu tries to push through, after defeating 5 opponents consecutively, his stamina runs out. He ultimately loses to the 6th opponent. At this point, Class 1-1 has only 3 people left, while Class 2-6 still has 13. After He Yu's defeat, Han Yuanfeng sends out Wang Shuji. Wang Shuji takes the stage and defeats 10 people in a row. Only when facing the 11th opponent does Wang Shuji lose due to exhausted stamina. Lu Gang takes the stage next, and in less than 10 minutes, he swiftly eliminates 2 of their strongest fighters. At this point, Han Yuanfeng returns the taunt. Your class only has 1 person left. Do you want to surrender early? The opposing teacher remains confident. I think not. Go on, Wang Jinhei. Time for your performance. A 500-pound heavyweight then steps onto the stage. Lu Gang shows no fear. Just a bigger fat guy? I will still take you down. He charges at Wang Jinhei with his fist raised. He lands a heavy punch on Wang Jinhei's stomach. Lu Gang is immediately confused. Why does it feel like I am punching rubber? Refusing to accept this, he throws several more punches at Wang Jinhei, but the opponent shows no sign of pain. Lu Gang stops, gasping. This is impossible. Too much fat, too much flesh. I cannot hurt him at all. Wang Jinhei then extends his hand. Are you finished? My turn now. He grabs Lu Gang by the neck. Lu Gang cannot pry the grip open. This guy's strength is terrifying. Wang Jinhei throws Lu Gang with one motion. Lu Gang is tossed off the stage. Han Yuanfeng looks at the opposing teacher. Wait, I do not recall your class having such a strong student? The opposing teacher smiles smugly. My apologies. He transferred here this semester, so it is understandable you do not remember him. Looks like you are going to lose this time. Remember our bet. The loser treats the entire opposing class to dinner. Han Yuanfeng turns away, nearly in tears. Curse it. So he had Wang Jinhei as his trump card. Even Lin Zikin cannot defeat this monster. I was caught off guard and outwitted. He then approaches me. Zikin, you are up. Focus on gaining valuable experience from this sparring match. Do not worry too much about winning or losing. I smile. Do not worry, Coach Han. I will win. A moment later, I stand facing Wang Jinhei. Wang Jinhei looks puzzled. This junior is their final fighter? He looks rather scrawny. He speaks. Junior, you are too thin. I'm afraid one punch might kill you. You should surrender now. This immediately angers my fans below the stage. Do not be arrogant, fatty. Zikin will definitely beat you. Hey, Tubby, we are about to turn you into a pancake. Go, Zikin. Teach that fat pig a lesson. Hearing these words, Wang Jinhei's face darkens. He deliberately says, Junior, I will stand still and let you have 10 free strikes. That way, you and your little fans cannot complain later that I only know how to bully the weak and win dishonorably. Since he puts it that way, I quickly respond. Sure, sounds good. Wang Jinhei spreads his arms and pats his belly. Come then, Junior. I will stand perfectly still. Attack me with your full strength. In the next second, I slam my fist into Wang Jinhei's stomach. Wang Jinhei immediately flies high into the air. He then crashes hard onto the ground. The entire crowd falls silent witnessing this scene. Then my classmates erupt in cheers. Excellent, we won. Wang Jinhei staggers to his feet, disoriented. Huh? How did I get here? What just happened? This makes no sense. This is not scientifically possible. The opposing teacher walks over and pats our teacher's shoulder. Brother, your student Zikin is incredible. One punch took down Wang Jinhei. He almost matches Wu Tiancheng during his first year. Han Yuanfeng responds modestly. Not quite that level. Wu Tiancheng was inhuman. When he was in first year, he nearly gave the principal a heart attack. His performance was truly extraordinary. At this moment, I walk over. Teacher, who is Wu Tiancheng? Han Yuanfeng explains. Wu Tiancheng was a senior who graduated several years ago. During his first year, he defeated the entire elite third-year class, shocking many school administrators. In his first year, Wu Tiancheng ran the 100-meter dash in 6.12 seconds, achieved a vertical jump of 3.96 meters, and could lift a 650-kilogram barbell with one hand. Impressive, is it not? I scratch my head. In my mind, I think, indeed quite impressive. Almost matches my abilities during the summer after 6th grade. Soon we arrive at a restaurant. Han Yuanfeng raises his glass. Thanks to Zikin, we defeated the second-year regular class. Their homeroom teacher honored the bet and is treating us all to dinner. Everyone stand and toast to Zikin. Classmates raise their glasses. Zikin is awesome. Boss Zikin is mighty. After defeating the second-year regular class, I become famous on campus. Classmates approach me trying to get closer, which makes me somewhat uncomfortable. Qinghan, however, remains unchanged. Worried that I am too busy socializing to eat, she keeps placing food in my bowl. Suddenly she stops. She quickly leaves her seat. Zikin, I need to use the restroom. Watching her hurry away, I think to myself, what has not changed is her inability to control her bladder. Just as she finishes and prepares to leave the restroom, she hears 2 girls talking outside. Shen Qinghan keeps pouring drinks for Lin Zikin and peeling his shrimp. Such a sycophant. She looks like a servant constantly attending to her master. With her level of skill, how else could she get into our elite class without being Lin Zikin's simp? Probably will not last long though. Their skill gap is so huge they are destined to drift apart eventually. Qinghan appears beside the 2 girls. I am not a simp. I am his childhood friend. friend. She then turns and walks away. After the banquet ends, I notice her low spirits. Qinghan, you seem down. Did something happen? She responds with her head lowered. When I was little, Mom always told me that when I grew up, things would get better and I would stop wetting myself. But even now, I still wet the bed at night. I have to wear diapers every night to sleep. It is really frustrating. Zichen, I feel like I am disabled. Someone who cannot control her bladder. I reject this notion. You are not disabled. Your inability to hold your bladder is actually a superpower. It just has not been fully developed yet. Qinghan's jaw drops in astonishment. What? A superpower? Yes, a superpower. The reason your water affinity talent is so strong is because it is one manifestation of this superpower. Qinghan looks at me. Then Zichen, you have always been so amazing since childhood. Do you also have a superpower? To give her confidence, I affirm. Yes, like you, I have a superpower. Qinghan immediately becomes hopeful. If I really do have a superpower, I wonder what type it would be. I encourage her. It will definitely be a powerful superpower. At this moment, we witness a sudden incident. Members of the rat extermination team are trying to enter a supermarket to eliminate rats, but the owner blocks them at the door. He waves a broom while shouting, "Stop! Stop it now! Do not kill my brothers. If you kill more of my brothers, I will fight you." He then charges at the security officers with the broom. Qinghan says nervously, "Zichen, has this person gone crazy? He looks terrifying." I step in front of her. He might be mentally ill. That is how mentally ill people behave. Let us go home. I pull her along, wanting to avoid trouble. After returning home, I watch the news with my parents. A young female teacher went missing after leaving school last week. Her whereabouts remain unknown. Mother's expression becomes serious. Another young woman has disappeared? This seems to be the fourth one this month, right? Father corrects her. You are mistaken. This is actually the fifth. The news continues with a warning. All 5 people who disappeared this month were young, attractive women. Young, attractive women should avoid going out at night. If they must go out, they should travel in groups and avoid isolated areas. Mother looks at me. Zichen, it is not safe outside recently. Do not let Qinghan go out alone, understand? I quickly answer. Mom, do not worry. I will watch over her. Meanwhile, the supermarket owner has been taken to the security station. A security officer asks, "How is the examination going? Is he mentally ill?" The doctor answers, "Still uncertain. I have been trying to communicate with him, but he remains completely silent. He seems mute." The security officer frowns. He is not mute. He was shouting non-stop earlier at the market. At this moment, the security officer suddenly looks at the supermarket owner. The supermarket owner's body begins to swell. In the next second, he transforms into a giant mutant rat. The officers then engage in intense combat with a giant mutant rat. At this point, Xiao Mei runs over to report. Station Chief, headquarters says all cyborgs are out on missions. They can send reinforcements in about 10 minutes, but we do not have enough ammunition. We may not last until they arrive. The station chief leaves 2 people to continue firing. He then leads the team in retreat. Get to the vehicle quickly. We will lure this rat person to the outskirts to buy time until reinforcements arrive. Xiao Mei then gets into the police car. Another officer takes the driver's seat. The vehicle starts up and heads toward the mountains. The giant mutant rat is indeed drawn to follow them. Just as the car passes through a tunnel, the giant mutant rat suddenly charges out from the side. It flips the police car over completely. Xiao Mei in the vehicle tragically perishes in the crash. Just as the giant mutant rat roars, several missiles strike its body. The cyborgs have arrived. Missiles continue to bombard the giant mutant rat, but it ultimately escapes. The giant mutant rat actually dug a tunnel to flee. These creatures seem to be getting smarter. Judging from the flesh scattered on the ground, it is definitely severely injured. It cannot have gone far. We have a chance to locate and eliminate it. The time reaches 3 in the morning. I am still writing my novel. After over half a month of writing, updating over 4,000 words daily, the manuscript has reached nearly 100,000 words, with paid subscriptions generating over 10,000 in revenue. Unable to sleep, I find an alley without surveillance cameras to test my recent training results. I complete the 100-meter sprint in just 3.43 seconds. My vertical jump reaches 7.2 meters. The improvement is quite noticeable. If I can continue improving at this rate, I feel I will eventually achieve physical transcendence. At this moment, I hear movement nearby. Following the sound, I discover someone crouching beside a trash heap. I see that person speaking to a rat in his hands. "Brother, I am sorry. Please forgive me. I do not want to eat you, but I am too hungry. After I am full, I will make offerings to you every year." I am startled. A rat person. Could this be the escaped giant mutant rat mentioned in today's news? Has it transformed into a rat person? I turn and run immediately. I must leave quickly and notify the police. At this moment, the rat person notices me. "Brother, I do not have to eat you. I can go eat humans instead." The rat person then charges at me. Its speed is remarkable. It catches up to me in an instant. There is no escape. I have no choice but to turn and fight. I kick the rat person, sending it flying backward. The rat person rises with blood dripping from its mouth. Thinking in surprise, this person clearly looks like a weak student. How does he possess such strength? In the next second, a stone strikes its head directly. I then continuously throw stones. The rat person is instantly riddled with holes, until it becomes a pile of remains. I finally stop. I then step forward and touch the remains. You have absorbed a trace of giant mutant rat life essence. Giant mutant rat bestiary 7%, only a 2% increase, which is rather small. Last time it was clearly 5%. Could this be related to the difference in rat king gene quantity consumed by the cultist? I then quickly leave the scene. Dawn is approaching. I should not linger here. Shortly after, a female cyborg arrives at the location. It is actually dead. Who killed this rat person? Meanwhile, a man in black carries a woman to an altar. He places the woman in the center of the altar. He then kneels and bows. "Great rat god, please enjoy the offering I have brought for you." A displeased voice responds, "Just one woman? Are you trying to starve me? This is not even enough to pick my teeth. Or perhaps you are also part of this sacrifice?" The man immediately explains in a trembling voice. No, great rat god, please let me explain. Great rat god, young women outside are now very vigilant. They do not go out at night, and during the day they travel in groups. They are difficult to capture. After a moment, the voice speaks again. Then capture capture young men next time. The man is greatly relieved. I understand, Great Rat God. A piece of flesh then falls in front of the man. Thank you for the blessing, Great Rat God. He grabs the flesh from the ground and stuffs it into his mouth like a starving ghost. At the same time, a long thin tongue wraps around the woman on the ground. The rat god then brings her to its mouth. The chilling sound of chewing follows. After a moment, the rat god speaks again. Do not capture ordinary people next time. They have suffered too much hardship. They do not taste good. I want to eat those in high positions. They live in luxury, so their flesh is tender and succulent. The next day, to help Shen Qinghan improve her martial arts scores quickly, we conduct special training at her home whenever we have time. Your punch angle is too high. Lower it a bit more. That will give you better force generation. Keep your back straight. Focus on generating power from your entire body. Adjust your stance as well. Do not face your opponent directly. Maintain a slightly angled position. Let us put it into practice. Attack me with full force. Alright, here I come. She throws a punch at me. Excellent. Your punch angle is very standard. The power you generate is considerably greater than before. Qinghan executes another kick. I block it and comment. Your sweeping kick form is incorrect. Do not keep your legs so close together before kicking. Spread them more. Use the same technique again, applying the corrections I just gave you. Qinghan follows my guidance and throws another punch at me. After a while, Qinghan sits down exhausted. I am so tired. However, I can feel my martial arts ability has improved, she requests. Zichen, 3 times a week does not feel like enough. Can we train every day? I respond. That is unnecessary. 3 times a week is already quite intensive. Daily training would be too much for you to handle. Qinghan accepts this. I understand. 3 times a week it is. At this moment, my phone rings. I open it and see breaking news. Machine God Corporation announces on its official website that it will provide free treatment to former mechanical prodigy girls who suffered physical disabilities from premature mechanical modifications. A genius at Kyoto University successfully fuses 1,000-thread spider alien beast genes, breaking the university's record for youngest second-stage gene fuser. I am surprised. A Kyoto University genius? Could this be the former Kyoto prodigy? Evening arrives, and I continue writing my novel. With the dual enhancement of use it or lose it and heavenly wisdom root, after 1 month of writing practice, I can now easily write 10,000 words in 1 hour. Father reads my novel and praises it. Zichen, your book is performing quite well. If you can maintain 10,000 words daily and keep the plot consistent, you could earn around 50,000 in manuscript fees in the first month alone. Once the word count increases, earning 100,000 per month will be no problem. Hearing this, I am overjoyed. 50,000 or even 100,000 per month. With this income, I will no longer need to worry about funding to unlock the alien beast bestiary. The next day in martial arts class, Han Yuanfeng organizes an internal class sparring session to assess the students' progress. I dominate the entire class as usual. Everyone is completely unable to fight back against me. While earning 888 yuan, I also advance my survival of the fittest mission progress. 2 birds with 1 stone. In contrast, Shen Qinghan still cannot defeat anyone, ranking last in the class as always. However, unlike before, she now has some ability to fight back when facing opponents. Last time when facing Wen Yuntong, who ranks second to last in the class, she was kicked off the stage immediately, the battle ending in under 3 seconds. This time she manages to last almost 3 minutes against Wen Yuntong. Not 3 minutes of pure defense, but actually exchanging blows, landing several punches and kicks on Wen Yuntong. Han Yuanfeng observes this and praises her significant progress, encouraging her to keep it up. Han Yuanfeng then announces, in 1 month, we will challenge the strongest elite class from the second year. Our goal is to defeat everyone, except their top 3 students. Does everyone have confidence? The classmates respond loudly. Yes. Han Yuanfeng clenches his fist. Excellent. In the blink of an eye, my novel has been published for over a month. My savings have reached 80,000 yuan. I visit the Alien Beast Meat Supermarket. Hello? I would like to purchase Violent Eagle meat. Certainly. How much do you need? We currently have a promotion. If you purchase £100 at once, you receive a 5% discount. I consider this for a moment and decide not to purchase yet. I will wait until I have saved enough money to buy £100 at once. It will only be next month anyway. At noon the next day, Qinghan and I are eating when someone tries to cut in line. Hiyu stops them. Qinghan observes this and asks, Zichen, Hiyu is arguing with someone. Should we go check on him? I respond. We probably do not need to. Hiyu's presence is quite intimidating. The person cutting in line has already backed down. However, that person runs over and says something to 3 others. The group then cuts in front of Hiyu. Hiyu tries to push them away, but he is shocked to discover that he cannot move these 2 people at all. Seeing this, I quickly stand up. I tap one of them on the shoulder. Excuse me, please go to the back of the line. That person points at me. What will you do if I refuse to leave? I take out my phone and smile. I will report you. The person immediately backs down. Using the reporting system is contemptible. I respond. I find cutting in line far more contemptible. The 4 people then leave sheepishly. That night, in a villa in Shanghai City's wealthy district, a man sitting on a stool speaks. Sha Chang is dead. He went crazy some time ago, provoked the security team at the market, and lost his life. Someone below responds. Good riddance to that fool. He was constantly causing trouble everywhere. I have long wished for his death. Otherwise, he would eventually have implicated us. The man then points to someone beside him. This young man is a newcomer. He will take Sha Chang's position. Everyone should get acquainted. Also, the great rat god told me that ordinary people have suffered too much hardship and do not taste good. From now on, capture people in high positions. Everyone should be aware of this. Do not deliver the wrong offerings. The people below immediately raise concerns. Cult leader capturing people in high positions carries too much risk. Indeed, cult leader, 1 or 2 ordinary people going missing does not matter. But if people in high positions disappear, the consequences will be severe. The cult leader responds. Focus on capturing sons of merchants who have wealth but no political power. That will significantly reduce the risk. He then looks at the newcomer. Since you are new, you do not need to capture people in high positions yet. Start by capturing a handsome, ordinary young man for practice. You will offer him as a sacrifice to one of the divine children serving under the rat god. The newcomer responds confidently. Cult leader, rest assured, reward. I will offer the most handsome sacrifice in the entire city to the divine child. Today turns out to be the day my first-year class challenges the strongest elite second-year class. Among our opponents are the same people who cut in front of He Yu last week. One of them raises his middle finger at He Yu. He Yu immediately returns the same gesture. Soon both classes finish warming up and the sparring begins. As before, Shen Qinghan takes the stage for the opening match. The match starts and the senior immediately kicks toward Shen Qinghan. Shen Qinghan chooses to defend, but she is still sent flying. She lands outside the ring. Shen Qinghan has lost. The second female classmate then takes the stage and is immediately defeated by the senior. The third follows, and the senior executes an upward kick, eliminating the opponent. Even Li Chuxin has absolutely no ability to fight back against the senior. Finally, a slightly more muscular, short-haired female classmate enters the stage. She manages to defeat the senior. However, the next senior to take the stage quickly regains control of the situation. In less than 10 minutes, the senior defeats 9 people in succession. This includes 3 male students. Before long, Class 1-1 is reduced to only 4 people remaining: myself, Wang Shuji, Lu Gang, and He Yu. Class 2-3 has only lost 5 people, with as many as 36 students who have not yet taken the stage. All 5 who have been defeated are female students. The opposing class has not sent out a single male student yet. Coach Han Yuanfeng grits his teeth. The gap in strength is too great. There's no way to compete. He then looks at He Yu. Your turn, He Yu. They still have 6 female students on stage. Go defeat all of them. Can you do it? He Yu takes the stage confidently. No problem. His mind begins to wander. Forget 6. I would gladly face even more senior girls. 10 minutes later, He Yu lives up to expectations. With some effort, he defeats all 6 female students from the opposing side. Next, the male student who cut in front of He Yu jumps onto the stage. He taunts. Are you ready to meet your end? He Yu retorts. You lack both manners and self-awareness. He calculates in his mind. He is the first male student from their class to take the stage. He must be weak. The opportunity for revenge has arrived. However, in the next second, the male student charges forward at extreme speed. He Yu, unable to react in time, takes a heavy punch. He Yu clutches his abdomen so fast, and that punch packed tremendous force. At this moment, the male student humiliatingly steps over him. Too weak. Just surrender. He Yu immediately throws a punch, but the male student dodges it. The male student then executes a back kick. He Yu is kicked off the stage. He Yu holds his stomach. That hurts. His strength is definitely not at the bottom among the male students. It is actually quite high. He deliberately came out to get revenge on me. How frustrating. I was caught off guard. At this moment, the male student looks at me. He beckons with his finger. You like to interfere in other people's business, do you not? Come up here if you dare. If not, forget it. Without a word, I leap onto the stage. I have been looking for an opportunity to take the stage. The chance has arrived perfectly. My classmates immediately become excited. Boss Zikin, destroy him. Give him the same humiliation, stepping over him. Avenge He Yu. The male student charges forward first, just as in the previous match. He rushes to me and raises his leg to kick. I casually raise my hand and block his kick. I then place one hand on his head. I slam him forcefully into the ground. In just one exchange, I reduce him to a pitiful state. I also step over his body. I then kick him off the stage. The class 2-3 students are immediately shocked. Shi Yu ranks in the top 5 in our class and was defeated instantly like that? That underclassman must be cheating, right? Han Yuanfeng also wants to complain at this moment. Lin Zikan has been holding back so much. I worried for nothing. The 2 attention seekers are also stunned. Holy crap. Lin Zikan already performs so impressively normally, and that is still not his full strength? Is he even human? He must be cheating. I look at the remaining members of class 2-3. Who is next? They are immediately frightened and take a step backward. Half an hour later, the remaining 29 people from class 2-3 are completely defeated. Survival of the fittest. Cumulative opponents defeated. 119 out of 1,000. Only 119? This progress is too slow. Every time during class sparring, I am the last one to take the stage. This cannot continue. My abilities far exceed the high school level. There is no need to follow high school rules. From now on, I will establish my own rules. On Monday, I arrive at the principal's office. The principal responds with surprise. What did you say? You want us to arrange an individual challenge tournament with rewards? I answer. Right, I want to challenge the entire school. The principal covers her forehead and says, I'm only a first-year student. What gives me the right to challenge the entire school? To prove my strength, I ask the principal to come with me to the gymnasium. Soon we arrive at the gymnasium. The principal wonders what I brought her here for. I take off my jacket directly and say, to demonstrate my strength, of course. Then, right in front of her, I lift a 700-kilogram dumbbell with one hand. The principal is shocked. 700 kilograms. That's even stronger than Wu Tiancheng's strength during his first year, and he's the strongest student in school history. The principal immediately agrees to my request. No problem. I'll arrange a school-wide challenge showcase for you right away. I propose, principal, please remember to set up rewards. Without rewards, nobody will have any motivation. It would be best to establish 2 types of rewards. One is a participation reward to encourage people to take the challenge. The other is a cumulative reward, basically a prize pool that grows larger as more challenges are completed. Hearing this, the principal agrees to my proposal. Don't worry, leave it to me. We'll do exactly as you say. Then I make another request. Principal, you need to keep my true strength confidential. Otherwise, once everyone knows, they won't have any motivation to challenge me. The principal pats my shoulder. All right, I'll listen to you. Soon after, the principal presents a plan. Zikin, what do you think about organizing the challenge according to this plan? After reviewing it, I say, no problem at all. Thank you for your hard work, principal. The principal replies modestly, not at all. Not at all. It's no trouble. As long as you can become a top talent at our school, it's all worthwhile. This scene is witnessed by 2 of my teachers, who rub their eyes in disbelief. What's going on? This completely turns the world upside down. How could the stern principal, who always has a stern face at school, be smiling and accommodating in front of Lin Zikin? At 2 in the afternoon, at the gymnasium arena, the principal follows the plan and begins introducing my basic personal information, recent achievements, the challenge rules, prize money, and other details in full. As expected, the crowd below erupts in discussion. Principal, are you serious? The principal has lost her mind. You're a first-year student setting up an arena and letting the entire school challenge you? Where's your confidence come from? You only demolished one second-year advanced class, and you're already showing off like this. People who don't know better would think you crushed the third-year elite class, arrogant and ignorant. Do you think you're Wu Tiansheng, the strongest student in school history? Having provoked everyone's anger, I am not afraid, but rather satisfied. Excellent. It seems many people want to beat me up. Survival of the fittest. I'll complete this challenge ahead of schedule. Then I announce, starting tomorrow, during the 2-hour lunch break every day, I'll be defending the arena in the gymnasium. Everyone is welcome to come and spar. That evening, on a street near the school, a blonde-haired young man stands by the roadside drinking a beverage. 2 girls approach him to chat. Hey handsome, are you alone? Interested in going to a bar for a few drinks? The blonde-haired man looks disdainful. No, get lost. The 2 girls turn away angrily. No sense of romance. Destined to stay single forever. The blonde-haired man sighs. I give up. Is Shanghai City really this disappointing? I just want to find an extremely handsome guy. Why haven't I found one after searching for so many days? Not a single man passing by is pleasant to look at. If I can't complete this star-level mission perfectly, what will the cult leader think of me? Will I be ostracized within the cult in the future? I originally thought about capturing a male celebrity, but those people are all surrounded by bodyguards. I'm just a newcomer to the rat god cult. I don't have the ability to capture them at all. The mission deadline is approaching. What should I do? At this moment, I jog past the blonde-haired man. With just one glance at me, the blonde-haired man is captivated by my exceptional appearance. Damn, so handsome. After searching high and low, it falls right into my lap. Heh heh, you're the one. He follows me all the way to a deserted alley. There's nobody around here. This is the perfect opportunity to make my move. Rat person transformation. The next second, a brick slams into his head. The newly transformed rat person is completely bewildered. What's happening? Holding a brick, I say coldly. I didn't expect to encounter a rat person while out exercising. My alien beast compendium can gain more unlocked progress. At this moment, the rat person can barely stand and kneels on the ground. This person is terrifying and says things I don't understand. Why am I so unlucky? After saying this, he collapses. Seriously? I just picked up a brick, threw it, and killed him? There are actually rat god cult followers this week. I walk over and touch him with my hand. Forget it. No point dwelling on it. Better absorb the life essence quickly before someone comes. You have devoured a trace of giant mutant rat life essence. Giant mutant rat compendium increased by 8%. I am quite dissatisfied. Only increased by 1%. So little. No wonder this rat person was so weak. However, for safety reasons, I won't go out for night runs in the near future. After all, not all cultists are this weak. Some powerful rat god followers have incredibly strong bodies after transformation that can even withstand firearms. Afterward, I return home. Just as I finish showering, I hear a news report. Last night at 3 in the morning, the city security headquarters joined forces with instructors from Shanghai University Evolution Institute to completely eliminate the rat god cult. The Shanghai University Evolution Institute instructor who defeated the rat king, Wu Tiansheng, is a gene fuser with a high-level biological grade. The biological genes he fused happen to be avian type, which perfectly counters the rat king. This operation took only half a minute. To achieve an overwhelming victory, I think to myself, is this the power of a high-level organism? Truly formidable. Meanwhile, inside a building, a man holding tea asks, Teacher Tiansheng, still can't reach them? The man called Tiansheng replies, still no contact. That group of powerful individuals who went to suppress the Source Area 36 uprising years ago remain missing. The person continues to inquire, what's the current situation at Source Area 36? Tiansheng responds, relatively stable. Otherwise, I wouldn't have time to come here and clean up the small fry that escaped during that chaos years ago. Small fry? The rat king that the entire city security headquarters was helpless against is indeed just small fry. In front of you, a genius high-level organism. Then he puts his arm around Tiansheng. Since you're already here, why not return to our alma mater and give a lecture? Tiansheng replies awkwardly, brother, I'm not a person of leisure. I have serious work to do. The man continues persuading. Providing guidance to our lovely juniors is also work. At the same time, inside a cave, a terrifying voice echoes within. At first it was just beggars and vagrants. Then you ate young and tender people. And later, you wanted to eat those in high positions living pampered lives. I went through so much trouble to bring you out to expand your species and dig tunnels. Yet you ate people everywhere and caused such a commotion. Tell me, do you deserve to die? The rat king trembles all over. Small and weak like a mouse. Lord, please give me another chance. The green-skinned orc lowers his head. Of course I can give you a chance, but you must pay a price. As he speaks, he reaches toward the rat king's face. The next second, blood splatters. Then an eyeball appears in the green-skinned orc's hand. The eyes of a sewer rat smell foul. He bites the eyeball and crushes it, but they taste quite good. Then he lifts up the rat king. You do have some cunning though, knowing to hide behind the scenes and enjoy yourself while letting your brother pretend to be the rat king and die. But if you don't obediently dig tunnels for me, as he speaks, 2 more eyeballs fly out from the rat king's eyes. You'll still have to die. Then the sound of chewing echoes again. The next day I go to school as usual, but the students around me are discussing me. He's that Lin Ziqian who wants to challenge the entire school. He's only a first year, truly ignorant of his own limits. Is he heading to the gymnasium? Is it starting? Let's go watch the excitement. At this moment I am looking at my phone screen. On it are portraits of 9 remaining rat god cult members, with rewards of 5,000 to 500,000 yuan for providing leads. Looking at it, I am quite tempted. Walking 500,000 yuan rewards. However, I restrain myself. Better to lay low and develop my strength, avoid danger, and then think about bounties. Soon after, the area around the stage is crowded with people. Quite a crowd is gathered. The publicity seems effective. At this moment, Qinghan is still holding a megaphone promoting. Participate in the challenge and get raffle tickets. Generous prizes, first come first served. The male students below are all enthusiastic. I heard there are the latest game consoles and fruit phones. Can we touch Shen Qinghan's hand during the raffle? As they speak, male students prepare to take the stage for the challenge, but female students are even faster. I'll go first. She steps on the male student's face. Then more female students students rush over. I want to participate too. Zikin, don't forget about me. Moments later, 10 female students surround me in the middle. One female student grabs my arm excitedly. I touched it, this strong arm. I touched it too, this handsome face. Thus, the situation begins to develop in a rather strange direction. Although I do not want to strike girls, for the sake of my achievement, I have no choice but to act. With a strike, I send one girl flying. With another strike, I send another girl flying. Subsequently, all the girls around me are sent flying. Survival of the fittest 309 out of 1,000. However, the girls who were just knocked off the stage still feel unsatisfied and raise their hands again. I want to challenge again, but I announce, those who are defeated cannot challenge again. The female students below immediately express their disappointment. How can this be? We still want to get close again. At this moment, many male students below are rubbing their fists eagerly. Lin Zikin, right? I've been annoyed with you for a while. Let me teach you a proper lesson. But as soon as he takes the stage, I send him flying off with one punch. Then several more male students take the stage, and they are all knocked off with one punch each. Time flies. At this moment, a pile of people lies at my feet. Survival of the fittest 419 out of 1,000. Who else? Me. A male student steps forward. As he finishes speaking, he leaps onto the stage. Some students recognize him. It's Yan Shaoxuan, the dominant figure of the second-year elite class. Someone asks, who do you think will win between these two? Yan Shaoxuan, probably. After all, the second-year advanced class and elite class are not on the same level. Shaoxuan also demolished an entire class by himself. But in the end, wasn't he taught a lesson by Chen Wuxing, who's one grade above him? After Yan Shaoxuan takes the stage, he says, Junior, I was once as arrogant as you, but only after being beaten down did I learn what it means that there are always people better than you, and skies beyond skies. Today, let me give you the first lesson of your life and teach you how to be a modest genius. After all, I took many detours back then to reach where I am now, and I truly cannot bear to see you repeat my mistakes. But as the saying goes, you only learn from your mistakes, so I must sacrifice myself to teach you. I'm ready now. Once we begin the duel, you'll understand my good intentions. This person is quite talkative. I ask the teacher, can we start? The teacher indicates we can begin. The next second, I kick him in the face. Yan Shaoxuan instantly flies backward, crashing into the wall and creating a large crater before stopping. I pick my ear. Finally, some peace and quiet. The students below are far from calm. Yan Shaoxuan was defeated instantly. Is Lin Zikin really that incredible? At this moment, applause sounds. Look, it's Chen Wuxing. He must be here to help Yan Shaoxuan save face, right? Even the school's number one is challenging now. This will be entertaining. I look at Chen Wuxing. The school's number one beat the young one, and the older one arrives. Chen Wuxing jumps onto the arena. I truly didn't expect Yan Shaoxuan to lose to you. Another talkative one. I look directly at the referee. Teacher, we're ready. Can we start? Chen Wuxing stamps his foot in frustration. Let me finish talking first. The teacher waves his hand. Begin. This time, Chen Wuxing charges first. It seems I'll have to defeat you before you'll listen to me. I stand in place without moving and exchange a punch with him. The second after the collision, he flies backward. I'm truly sorry. I'm in a hurry. Chen Wuxing's expression is blank. How is this possible? The students below are completely stunned. I point at a student below. Hey, stop spacing out. Come up and fight me. That student points at himself in a daze. Who? Me? I confirm. Yes, you. You haven't fought me yet, have you? Eventually, that student takes the stage. He thinks that since he's already here, challenging gives him a chance at the raffle. He says, please go easy on me. I respond, certainly, certainly. The next second, he is sent flying by my heavy punch. Survival of the fittest. Achievement progress increased by 1. At this moment, the students below all share one thought. Since we're already here, Lin Zikin is so amazing that losing to him is no shame. I want to win a fruit phone. Thus, there is an endless stream of people taking the stage to challenge. Survival of the fittest. Achievement progress increased by 1 as I continuously defeat people until the very last person. In a formal competitive setting, using the most primitive biological method, cumulatively eliminate 1,000 different competitors. Achievement unlocked. Biological attribute acquired. Survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest increases the damage you deal to other organisms. I think to myself, a simple and straightforward damage increase attribute, very practical. It just doesn't specify the exact damage increase value. Since the task is completed, the challenge no longer has meaning. I jump off the stage and announce, the challenge ends here. Everyone can disperse now. The female students below are unhappy. Why so soon? We still wanted to watch more. Ignoring everyone, I pull Qinghan along and leave the arena. Soon after, in the principal's office, the principal says happily, congratulations, you actually achieved the title of number 1 in the entire school. You defeated even Chen Wuxing instantly. You must be hiding your true strength, right? I answer modestly, not much, just a little. The principal responds, I think it's more than that. Chen Wuxing recently took the special admission exam for Kyoto University and can lift a 690-kilogram barbell with one hand. Your stats must be at least 800 kilograms, right? I go along with the principal's words. The principal is remarkably perceptive. My stats are 795 kilograms. I think to myself, still, can't let her know my true strength. The principal laughs. I knew it. At this moment, I raise my hand. When will the 8,810 yuan from the prize pool be transferred? The principal opens her phone. All right, I'll transfer it to you now. You really are a money-grubbing kid. As the money arrives, the principal continues. There, are you satisfied now? Hearing this, I point to Qinghan. Shen Qinghan and I need to swim to improve our water skills, so could we use the swimming pool at the gymnasium? I emphasize, we need to be able to use it any time, and when we're using it, it cannot be open to others. Hearing this, the principal agrees without hesitation. I didn't expect the principal to agree so readily. Then I make another request. I don't like being watched while wearing swim trunks, so when we use it, I'll cover the cameras there. After hearing this, Qinghan's face immediately turns red. The principal smiles knowingly. All right, no problem. Then she takes out a key from the drawer and whispers in my ear, from now on, that will be your exclusive swimming pool. Moments later, Qinghan and and I leave the principal's office. Looking at the key, I think to myself, now I can explore what exactly Qinghan's ability is. It turns out, today is the day Qinghan and I agreed to train swimming. I am the first to arrive. I first check the cameras and discover the principal has sealed them as I requested. At this moment, I hear someone entering from outside. The person is Qinghan, but I never expected that Qinghan would wear a bikini. Although I appear calm on the surface, my heart is racing. I quickly avert my gaze. Let's go. We'll start training in the water. Subsequently, we enter the water and begin swim training. However, after swimming for a while, Qinghan suddenly feels something unusual. She taps my shoulder and signals me to swim up. I immediately swim upward with her. Soon after, we surface. I ask her what's wrong. She tells me nervously, water. Water can pass through my body. I see her cup water in her hands, and then the water passes through her palms. She looks at me nervously. This is so strange. Why does my body leak water? I think of something. Could this be Qinghan's superpower? I quickly take her hand to examine it, but I discover that aside from water being able to pass through, there are no other abnormalities. So I pull her toward the shore. Let's go up there. I'll help you check your body to see if water can penetrate other areas as well. Qinghan agrees with a flushed face. Subsequently, she lies down on the mat. I first pour water on her face, then on her abdomen, and finally on her legs. After repeated testing, I reach a conclusion: other parts of her body show no abnormalities. I help Qinghan sit up. It seems that currently only your hands possess this ability. Afterward, we sit on the shore and chat. Qinghan says, Zichen, do you think the fact that I've never been able to hold my bladder since childhood might also be because water can pass through some part of my body? I respond, that's possible. I tell her, next time you feel you can't hold it, remember to notify me, and try to sense if certain parts of your body have the same feeling as your palms. My face darkens. Almost said too much and sounded like a pervert. However, Qinghan becomes excited, so that means I'm not some useless girl, but rather a person with water-related superpowers. Then she glances at me and thinks, perhaps one day when my ability is fully developed, I can stand beside Zichen and become his perfect match. After swimming, I arrive at a large shopping center. Hello, what kind of alien beast meat do you need? I toss out a bank card and say, I want 100 pounds of violent eagle meat delivered to this address. The salesperson takes the card and address as if in a dream. Alright. Even after I leave, she hasn't recovered. Whose young master is this, spending so lavishly? Soon after, the salesperson delivers the goods, and I am signing for them. The salesperson says ingratiatingly, please give my service a good review. After receiving the goods, the delivery truck leaves. Looking at the violent eagle meat in the box, I decide not to wait any longer. I immediately reach my hand toward the violent eagle meat. Let me see what surprise unlocking its compendium will bring. You have devoured a large amount of violent eagle life essence. Violent eagle compendium 100%. The next second, a violent eagle appears. Then it dives into the water, and a ghost shadow squid is caught by it. You have successfully unlocked the violent eagle compendium. Biological attribute acquired. Sky Eye. Sky Eye, your field of vision and dynamic visual tracking have been significantly enhanced. I test it slightly, and discover my field of vision has expanded. As I focus my vision, I can clearly see the content on a man's phone. Afterward, I return home. At this moment, mom and dad are watching television. Recently, a 3-time gene fuser transformed in a public place, resulting in hundreds of casualties. A martial artist on stage speaks, gene fusion is the wrong path. Throughout history, only monsters desire to transform into humans. No one wants to become a monster. With the right method to develop human potential, one can also evolve into a high-level organism, a doctor below objects. Those are all fantasies. At this stage, without gene fusers, are we supposed to rely on you traditional martial artists who can't even stop bullets to fight alien beasts? After watching the news, dad says, to be fair, gene fusers are indeed like uncontrollable bombs. Once they transform, it's a major disaster. Mom responds, you're worrying needlessly. The government strictly controls this area. The probability is extremely low. Rather than worrying about transformation, you should worry about gene fusers continuing their bloodlines, since they all lose reproductive capacity. Dad agrees. That's true. So before gene fusion, you need to save more, store it, or find a partner and have children first. At this moment, mom notices I've returned and immediately blushes. Oh my, Zichen is back? Mom thinks anxiously to herself, oh no, what inappropriate things did we say in front of our son? Dad quickly changes the subject. Zichen is back. Let's eat first. During dinner, I tell mom and dad, tomorrow our school will hold a campus singing competition and Qinghan has registered to participate. Mom says happily, really? Then our whole family must go to the venue to cheer for Qinghan. I nod. Then come. The next evening, the campus singing competition is held as scheduled. My parents indeed arrive at the venue and even hold up a sign. Meanwhile, I am applying makeup to Qinghan, just as I apply blush to her. She suddenly asks me, Zichen, why do you keep staring at me? I speak frankly, because you're beautiful. Qinghan immediately blushes and says nothing. At this moment, Li Chuxin suddenly pulls back the curtain. You two, finish showing off your affection? Qinghan hastily explains, I only asked Zichen to help because he's good at makeup. It's not showing affection. Li Chuxin covers her mouth. I understand. You're like an old married couple. Why play at pure love? Because of my heavenly wisdom root, I also learned makeup skills. After all, having more skills is always beneficial. Subsequently, Li Chuxin waves and leaves. I don't want to be a third wheel either. I just came to remind you that after 2 more people finish, it will be our turn to perform. Qinghan responds, got it. As the door closes, I say, then let me escort you out to prepare. Qinghan stands up from her seat, but she trembles severely and accidentally bumps into me. Then she cries, Zichen, I'm so useless. I couldn't hold it again. She cries profusely. Zichen, what should I do? It's almost time for Chujin and me to perform. I wipe the tears from her face and tell her not to worry, that I will find a solution. So I look at the curtain nearby. I have an idea. I take out scissors from the drawer, then pull down the curtain and begin cutting. Moments later, I have created a white evening gown. I say to Qinghan, it's ready. Go quickly to the restroom and change into it. However, Qinghan says with a flushed face, no, it's not necessary, Zichen. Just turn around. I'll change right here. Hearing this, I also immediately blush. Then she begins changing clothes behind me. Moments later, Qinghan finishes changing. Zichen, you can turn back now. I turn around and see Qinghan in her new outfit. She smiles at me. Zikin, thank you. Perhaps because I just cried so much I'm actually not nervous anymore. I pat her head. Go ahead. I hope your performance goes well. Afterward, Shen Qinghan and Li Chuxin take the stage to perform. Ultimately, Shen Qinghan and Li Chuxin win the championship of this campus singing competition. At this moment, I also applaud from below the stage. Meanwhile, a teacher arrives at the classroom, and upon seeing the curtain, he bursts out cursing. Which little brat cut up the curtain? The next day, Qinghan and I voluntarily clean the classroom, as penance for cutting the curtain. At this moment, a notification appears. Under the premise of multi-person cooperation, cumulatively complete tasks 1,000 times. Achievement unlocked. Biological attribute acquired. Social animal. Social animal. Within a certain range, combat power increases with the number of allies present nearby. The corner of my mouth curves up. I didn't expect this bonus reward. In the days that follow because of the singing competition, Qinghan regains her confidence. With her confidence restored, her martial arts skills also progress steadily. As for me, I win the championship trophy for Shanghai Middle School after a 5-year gap. Subsequently, I win many martial arts competition championships and prize money. Then sign with He Yu's martial arts gym as a spokesperson. The advance endorsement fee, combined with royalties from writing novels, totals 900,000 yuan. Thus, I unlock the next alien beast compendium. This time I choose the stealth dragon, a lizard renowned for its stealth capabilities. As I place my hand on the alien beast meat, you have devoured a large amount of stealth dragon life essence. Stealth dragon compendium 100%. You have successfully unlocked the stealth dragon compendium. Biological attribute acquired, natural camouflage. Natural camouflage, you can reduce your presence by lowering your internal vitality, and thereby conceal your biological grade. I did not expect this biological attribute to have 2 effects. It can reduce presence, allowing me to evade or ambush enemies, and it can also conceal biological grade, enabling me to appear weaker than I am. After devouring the stealth dragon life essence, I prepare to purchase more items, but encounter officers escorting a prisoner. One of them recognizes me. Zekin, what a coincidence. I also recognize him. Zhang Kai Sr. Then I look at his legs. Your legs. Zhang Kai explains, hey, back then I didn't get into high school and became a motorcycle delinquent for a while. Ended up crashing my motorcycle and losing my legs. Fortunately, I participated in the Machine God Corporation's mechanical modification experiment. Unexpectedly, I transformed from a disabled person into a cyborg. Then I ask, and this person is? Zhang Kai explains, that woman is a remnant of the rat god cult, the only female among the 9 remnants. At this moment, his teammate turns back. Zhang Kai, stop chatting. Let's go. Zhang Kai responds, coming right away. He waves at me. We'll chat when there's time. Goodbye. Watching them leave, I ponder silently. The security department has been working full force to capture the rat god cult remnants for so long without results, yet the Machine God Corporation captured one so easily. It seems this Machine God Corporation is not to be underestimated. At this moment, my phone rings. It is Mom asking whether I bought the cake. Because Qinghan's and my birthdays are only 1 day apart, both families celebrate our birthdays together every year. This year's 18th birthday is no different. Just as we exchange gifts, the house suddenly begins to shake. I sense something is wrong. Meanwhile, beneath Shanghai City, many rats appear underground. The next day, news reports state, this magnitude 4.2 earthquake in Shanghai City was just a normal, minor earthquake. According to relevant departments, Shanghai City is not located at a tectonic plate boundary, so the likelihood of a major earthquake is low. Citizens are asked not to panic. In the following days, Qinghan and I continue attending school as usual, though the college entrance examination is approaching. During this period before the exam, I have saved enough money to unlock the Void Eel Compendium. You have devoured a large amount of Void Eel life essence. Void Eel Compendium 100%. You have successfully unlocked the Void Eel Compendium. Biological attribute acquired, danger sense.